on his back like a Jansport. Ben 10 with the dribble drive handoff. Pick and roll, full contact, this is a man's sport. County of Kings, really the Kingsborough. You know Crown Heights, so you know that sound, right? Brooklyn Bridges, DFS defending. The Brooklyn Block Party, claps and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Left a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, 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 B-R-O-O-K, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Head hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting to score next. My J is all net, me and Jay just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make sure watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The stir that or Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. A lot of stuff happening today. Jordi and Sean, they was talking, and at the press conference, D Rose, he retired. Oh man, stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to all of it. I'm saying, shout out to the Nets fans in the studio. I'm definitely about to bring y'all up on the panel. I just wanted to say my piece real quick. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta, go back and forth. I want to start the show like this probably on a regular now, but I'm gonna open up the panel in like 5 minutes. I went to that school 258 where they having practice in the park. They used to call it 8 ball. They having it there at October, I think 13th on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all in the back. I got y'all. I'm about to bring y'all up. I just wanted to say this real quick. Take these first few minutes, you know what I'm saying, get sorted. That school now, but that park, they always have games. I don't know if you're from Brooklyn, you would know 258 or 8 ball. They have tournaments in the summertime, basketball tournaments, and they always, you know what I'm saying, got basketball in there. Like they really got what 4 full courts, about 4 or 5 full courts. It's a dope place to play basketball. It's a lot of trees though, like over the baskets, like. You know what I mean? I don't know how I look now. I ain't been there in a while, but there's a lot of trees. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick. And my thoughts on Jordi Fernandez and Sean Marks, I'll get to that after I open up the panel. But I just wanted to say that about 258 because that was my old school. I remember going there. And yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nets fans is the best fans. We out here, man. We got Scott Lewis in the chat. Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, the Eskimo. Word. Shout out to John. Shout out to Leaf. You know what I'm saying? Nets fans is the best fans. We out here. Word. What's good with y'all?
Tap and Breeze. Leaf, Eskimo.
Yo, what's going on? I heard the news earlier while I was at work. The D Rose news. I wanted to just get into that first before we get into, our usual business. But I feel a different kind of way about this one. I ain't gonna lie to you because the first question that's gonna come up is D Rose a Hall of Famer? Now, my thing is the answer to that question. The simple answer to that question is yes, because it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you got to add all areas of basketball. D Rose in high school, we knew who he was. 1 year in college, we knew who he was. And his first 3 years in the league included All-Star, Rookie of the Year and MVP, and first team All NBA. So realistically, I would say it's a small handful of people that had the start to an NBA career that D Rose had. It's a small handful. That
Yeah,
hand
now respectfully, bro. I'm not starting with D Rose, bro. He not even a Nets player, bro. Like
uh,
respectfully, you know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
but I got love for D Rose, man. He's one of my
Me
favorite
too.
players,
He
man.
one of my he one of my favorite players, but you know what I mean. I look at it for what it's worth. He wasn't on the team. He had a great career, but at the end of the day, he was stagnated by injuries. You know what I mean? Well, not just physically, mentally, because it messes with your confidence. But again, I ain't finna be long with it. Shout to Leaf. Y'all can subscribe to his page at Leaf 4788. We got John and Iceman on the panel.
We
John,
could get the Vince, bro. We could get to the Vince retirement because that I thought that was a little bit.
no, nah. I'm not starting with that neither. I'm gonna swing it to John because I seen him in the chat in the Brooklyn Nets press conference. You know what I'm saying? So I seen John. Iceman sent me the link, but he wasn't in the chat. I was like, yo, what's going on, man? But I thought it was a real low volume. It was hard to hear what they
Oh
make
yeah,
out what
volume
they were
was
saying.
terrible, dude. Yeah.
I tell you what,
But
we're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna talk about no
bro,
bullshit, bro. And he know,
bro,
and Ice know what I'm
bro,
talking about.
bro,
I ain't gotta
bro,
say
bro.
nothing, bro. I ain't got to say
Yo,
nothing, bro.
look. What I'm saying is, we gonna talk about what I'm the moderator. You want to be the moderator, Leak? We gonna go to your page, and then I'm saying you the moderator. We just gonna do it like that, man. You ain't fit to tell us what we gonna talk about. You're not doing that. Facts.
Damn, bro, I'm just
But
going by the top. You said D Rose, Vince. I send you the joint, and you was like, "Yo, we good." I'm like, "All
yeah,
right,
now
man."
we good. Yeah, I'm definitely I'm the moderator though. I'm running the point. You know what I'm saying you a ball hog, Leaf. I gotta keep it real with you, bro. I'll be asking you
Yo,
to pass the ball, man.
Oh
You,
man.
I don't know
right?
how I'm a
You
ball
might
hog. I dead average the most assists up in here, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, that's crazy. Hmm.
stop. Yo, hold on. That we not gonna do that. Shout to John. I did see him in the chat. It was real low audio. Did you get a good listen?
I think somebody reposted a second video, so I listened to that a little bit, so I kind of got the gist of what they were saying. The first video though was really bad, man, but the second video is out there if you want to re-listen to it. It was much better.
What you thought about it though? What you
Uh,
thought about Jordi
it,
Fernandez? And let me be specific. I heard Jordi Fernandez. They spoke on no Sean Marks. Let me get to Sean Marks. Sean Marks. He spoke on Cam Thomas contract like on a nonchalant level, as he should. I thought
yeah,
professionally that's the best thing he could do. I mean, that it's going to be an old price and new price. If but the thing is, they don't want to do that yet because they don't know his upside. They don't know how well he's going to play. But then when
right,
Jordan spoke on him, he said he is a phenomenal scorer. I mean, we just want him to be more efficient. So my thing is, if Jordy is acknowledging that he's a phenomenal scorer, he's an elite scorer, then he's also acknowledging the efficiency comes from we do want you to take your shots. Well, I mean, we do want you to average X amount of points, but we don't want you to average 25 points taking 25 shots. You see what I'm saying?
right,
So,
right.
I mean, that's what I got based on what they were saying about Cam Thomas. That's what I was listening for. But what you heard?
It was very interesting. This is the start of the season now officially with Sean and Jordy kind of going over everything. I thought Jordy was very open and honest. This is a development season. He wants the young guys to struggle. He wants them to learn and grow. He doesn't want to bench them if they make a little mistake. This is the season to make mistakes so he can build a culture and a philosophy. What was interesting is he says that right now every roster's up for grabs. Nobody's getting an exception. Nobody's being favorited. That's Claxton Thomas. They got to earn their spot on this team, which I thought was interesting. So it's going to be a dogfight in summer camp to get these minutes. So it's going to be interesting to see who rises above the pack and who's going to kind of slide back and not be part of our immediate plans. What was interesting for me specifically, though, was with Cam Thomas specifically, is that he said he wants to be an efficient scorer, but he also said he doesn't want to dribble as much. So what that tells me is that Jordy wants Thomas to primarily be a scoring guard, and there's talk about him maybe doing point guard work. It's null and void right now. It doesn't seem like he wants Thomas to do that. He wants him to primarily be a scoring guard. So it's going to be interesting to see how Thomas at the two can work on playmaking defense when primarily he's going to want to score. With Claxton, he says he wants Claxton to work on assist playmaking and be part of the offense, that's going to be interesting because I want to primarily work on his offense. But if he's facilitating, I don't know how that's going to work out. And with Clowney, he says he sees multi-positional play at center and power forward. It's going to be interesting to see if Clowney actually gets time at center, but it's good that they're not limiting him. So I thought those were very three different interesting things I heard with those three guys specifically that they're going to have to work on different things. But overall, it's going to be interesting to see how this team looks going into the season right now because it seems like everybody's fighting for something right now.
Not all facts, all facts. We just gonna pass the ball around because it's a lot of us. But shout out to John for that. One of the best fans. Part of the reason why I said Nets fans is the best fans. We got Iceman on the panel too. Did you see the press conference, Iceman?
Yeah, yeah. I told you I had that volume up to like 70, bro. Like I couldn't hear nothing, bro. Straight up.
Yeah. So I mean, you ain't get nothing from it. Like you couldn't
Oh
hear
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
at all.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, I got a lot. There's a lot. You know what I'm saying? From Jordy, I believe what Jordy was speaking about is like he knows how to build a roster. The
Mm,
thing that the thing that Sean doesn't know how to do. Because the way that he explained things when Brian Lewis asked him about Benning Claxton, and he said he wasn't worried, and he explained exactly what I was saying on my podcast about who's on the floor. It matters about who's on the floor.
What podcast is that? What podcast is that?
My podcast, the Tip Off Brooklyn Nets podcast. You can find it on YouTube. But he explained like different ways to make it work, and he has in his mind the way that he wanted to work. Now, will it work like that? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he explained everything the way that it's supposed to be. Cam Thomas is a scoring guard. We gonna let him score. We ain't gonna let him dribble too much. We're gonna let him score. Ben Simmons fits the team, but also we want a younger person. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for somebody young, but he fits immediate. Claxton fits. Noah Clowney. We're gonna try him and see what happens with him moving different places. See what we can get out of him. He has an idea of what he wants to do. Now he's just looking for pieces to make it work the way he wants to do it. You know what I mean?
Nah, facts. Yo, again, so tap into Tip Off the Brooklyn Nets podcast. I watch it. I never seen a Ben Simmons fan like Iceman on the main. But that being said, I tap into the content because it's great
It
content.
is
Y'all should
downright
sub up.
disgusting, bro. We don't need to
Yeah,
speak on that no more.
y'all should sub up. Y'all should sub up to Iceman page. We got Joey BK. I don't know if you seen the interview. Did you see the press conference today, Joey BK?
No, I did not see the press
I
conference, but
well, all right. So let me say this to you,
I
and I want
read
to know how.
no, I
I
read
want to.
certain sound bites and shit from it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
all right. So hold
but
on. I just want to say this. I want you to speak to this one thing, Joey. What do
okay.
you think about Jordi Fernandez saying that he want to play a 10-man roster?
I mean, I like it. I mean, like like John was said, and I agree 100% with everything that John said. I think Jordy already said that, you know what I mean, ain't nobody getting no special treatment. He's not
Right.
promising anybody anything. So regardless of who you are, you're gonna have to come in here and play ball, give 110% and prove it and earn your keep. You know what I'm saying? I think he um I think he know, like Iceman was saying, I think he has a plan. I think he's very smart and he has a plan on how he wants this team to play. And I think he has a plan on how he wants to utilize each player on this roster. You
Yeah,
know what I
yo,
mean?
Joey, like the dude Joey Fernandez was like how he don't know everything. Like when the reporters was asking him questions, I like the transparency of him like, yo, I don't know right now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to see. I like that transparency because it's not an arrogance. It's more of let's see what's going on. It's my first year. And then one of the reporters asked him, like, yo, how do you feel, being a first year head coach, rookie head coach and whatnot? And you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I heard him articulate that. And again, it was just a certain transparency that I respect because he is a novice at this. So he's not
And
going to have all the answers. So
he's
for
a
him to
young
be,
assistant coach, but you can tell he's very bright. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And he's not just like a talking head or a fucking, you know what I mean, a figurehead up there.
right.
Like he knows basketball. He knows he has a plan how he wants his team to play. He has a plan how he wants to utilize each of his players. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? We're gonna see how it go now. As far as if that's going to take us, winning a lot of basketball games, probably not. But again, this is a development season. This is to see what we have with the players we got on the roster, and we'll tweak as we move along. So
Yeah, hold on. I agree. I'm gonna just. He said a 10-man roster he want to play with, so I'm gonna say a few players, and then I'm gonna pass it to Leaf. Of course, I got Cam Thomas, Jalen Wilson, Trendon Warford, Clowney, Clax. I think honestly, Schroeder don't make the end of the season with us. When we get that draft pick, and he not gonna be here. I don't feel like he's gonna be here, and that's because of what BK. That's because of what Dylan said from Nets Press. Hey, I think that might happen with Schroeder goes to Orlando. I agree with him on that. So shout out to him and subscribe to his podcast. But so Schroeder's out, but those five players are in. That's Clax, Clowney, Trendon Warford, Cam Thomas, and Jalen Wilson. Dayron Sharp, six. But those other four spots, if he gonna run a 10-man rotation, I think you know what I mean. I don't trust CJ and DFS lasting to the end of the season for us to get the draft pick. I don't trust it. So there's four. I got six solid players that we could build with. That would leave four more players, you know what I'm saying, that we should keep or not keep. You know what I mean? How you feel about that, Leaf? You think that? Uh, what do you think about Jordi Fernandez saying he want to play a 10-man roster? How you feel about that?
It's kind of a given. I mean, that's part of the tanking process. You put niggas out there that ain't accustomed to playing 25 or 30 plus minutes. And aside from the niggas that we gonna trade and Cam Thomas and Claxton, how
What?
many niggas on this team is accustomed to playing 25 to 30 minutes? It's not that many. You know what I'm saying? When you think about the Killian Hayes, when you think about Zaire, who we just signed, when you think about a lot of the niggas that we just signed on this roster to basically fill a roster spot, it ain't that many. So it's all part of the tanking process. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to say it to make it seem like, yo, all right, we putting it out there to lose, but we putting them out there to like see what they got and see if they could and see if they're capable of playing 25 to 30 minutes in an NBA game for at least 65 to 80 something games, like consistently, and putting some out on the court now. But Jordi Fernandez, man, he was thinking exactly how I thought. All the ideas that he had for each player, man, I approve of. Um, in terms of Dennis Schroeder, I think Dennis Schroeder might be the only vet on this team to last the whole season because he got an expiring contract. We don't like just like BS and just like DFS. DFS got a 1-1, but DFS is we looking to try to make a 3-team trade that's going to include Jarris Walker from Indiana, I believe. And but I like the way Jordy was thinking. It seems like he has an idea. It just seems like he has yet to execute that idea and execute it, with a certain group. You know what I'm saying? But I
Right.
definitely agree with most of the players. The only problematic player in this, in terms of the way that Jordi Fernandez wants to play, in my personal opinion, I ain't gonna go into no soliloquy on this. To me, is Dayron, and I explained it on a NYG show. So I think Dayron is probably gonna be the player that struggles with the type of play that Jordi Fernandez, this type of style that Jordi Fernandez wants to play, to me. So I mean, we'll see how that goes, but that's
hey, Leaf.
basically
Hey,
it.
real quick. Let me ask you something. Can you elaborate on that though? Can you say why
The
Dayron
reason
would
the
be
the reason the
out
reason
that
why
out?
is the reason why is because of tempo. I mean, like if you running
Yeah, I figured
Clax,
that.
if you running Clax and you running Clowney, like they get up and down the court all day. They get up and down the court. He wants them to run and get up and down the court all day. Like we're embracing like somewhat of a speed lineup. We just need a guard and an up tempo, playmaker or up tempo type of passer to run it. If we had somebody like Tyrese Halliburton, this should be easy. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, But the reality of Dayron is always in the trenches. He's not very good in pick and roll situations. Obviously, we know what Claxton and Clowney could do defensively, bro. Like they hold their own defensively as always. But I mean, Dayron is probably the only person I'm concerned for in terms of the speed of how Jordy Fernandez wants to run.
The
That's
pace.
that's just the pace. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know if he
Mhm.
can keep up with that.
Can I?
I agree with you on that, Leaf, and it's kind of weird because I don't think Dayron was talked about in this press conference. I saw so many guys get mentioned, but Dayron, like guy's been here for a while and had a best season last season career wise, wasn't even brought up. To me, it feels like it's going to be hard to see Dayron even crack the rotation right now because there's so many young guys. We're in the tank season. I honestly think I could see Dayron potentially getting shipped out by the trade deadline if a team needs a backup center because Dayron can provide some valuable minutes. But you're right about the speed element. But if you think about it, Dayron does have the physicality though to get you the rebound, so it's you kind of feel bad for Dayron in a sense. If he had the speed, he'd obviously be a key piece of the future. But unfortunately, that's one thing that's stopping him. So I agree with you on that.
So
That's gonna be
Let
hard
me
to
say
see
something
Dayron.
real quick.
and
Let me
and
say
he
something
definitely and
real
he
quick.
definitely got the muscle but he just don't
Right,
have the feet on
right,
defensively
right,
to
right.
switch out. You know what
All
I'm
Hmm.
right.
saying? But Claxton and Clowney, they do. So
All right.
realistically, I don't know how that's gonna work. It's hard to find anybody that's gonna like contain a Joel or a Joker, bro, on a consistent basis. Even if you did have the muscle, the only thing you got to do is figure out how to counter react them in terms of speed, in terms of running around them, in terms of gassing them out. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So if you try to put muscle and muscle against them, bro, like they gonna foul these dudes out. They done proved it. Joker
All right.
proved it.
But in the half court, right? It's just not running up and down. He wants to play up and down, right? But in half court, that's what I'm talking about. He explained in half court how there's ways to play fast in half court. And just like I said, I don't think he's gonna get what he want out of Claxton. I think Ben Simmons and Dayron offers the half court dribble handoff. I could set the screen because them two, honestly, is the only two that can set a screen. Dayron is not as great as Ben, but he can set it. Claxton can't really set a screen. He's better at slipping and doing them type of
You know what you know what, you made a good, that's a good point right there, Ice. But like I think one of the keys is gonna be to start off with is like more of making sure we make the most opportunities off of defensive rebounding. That's what I think. Now the game is definitely going to slow down, man. I agree with that. Like at some point, the better and better that you get, the more and more the game is going to slow down. But my thing is that, and this is one of the reasons why I wanted who I wanted in the off season. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yep,
I mean, but yeah, but you explained it to a T with BS and Dayron, but they great screen setters and they they could throw their weight around. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll put some muscle out on the court and get physical a little bit. I mean, we don't want to be no skinny nigga team, but I mean, it seemed like
that's
that
all you
might be
got.
the direction where we going.
Yeah, that's all you got. Because you lose Ben and you lose Dayron, ain't nothing but skinny niggas on the team.
right.
Those are
But
the
Basically,
only two
that's the
big bodies
strategy,
you have.
Eskimo. Is Ben and Darren probably aren't going to be on this team after next year. Even Jordy said it today that Ben, we're not building around Simmons, but we do need him right now for his playmaking to build his value up. I understood Jordy perfectly on that note, and I agree with him. Like Ben, you're here right now, but you're not a part of our future right now until you're not anymore. So
man, the hell
Yeah,
with
glad
his
Jordy
no,
value,
and
established
man.
that.
The hell with his
the
value.
best the best thing that could happen with Ben is he become a fashion model in Australia and play for the basketball team over there.
No,
But
he don't
realistically,
need to earn another penny playing
bro, the
nowhere, bro.
NBA, no, I'm
I
saying
don't
the
know.
NBA,
Don't give
Ben
him
don't
the
need no
nothing.
NBA not
bread
gonna
over
Don't
pay.
there,
give him
man.
a damn thing, bro. Nah, don't
Nah,
give him nothing.
hold on. I'm about to pass it to Jay. Shout out to This Is JTV. Just dropped the
Hey.
EP. You know what I'm saying? Like a week ago, we did a stream together. We reviewed the songs right here live. Um, Talk to us, Jay. Just give us a quick commercial before you get in. You know what I'm saying, jump in the convo with us.
Yeah, man, it's different, man. It's a different world. It's a different vibe. Go make sure you check the new EP. Go to my Instagram. This is Jay. The link is in my bio. And yeah, but at the end of the day, Australia don't want Ben Simmons neither, man. Brooklyn don't want him. Australia don't want him. Philly damn sure don't want him. So I don't know where he's gonna have a home after this year.
That's a lie though. But all right.
All right,
Yo,
so
Ice, come on.
which one of them places won him? That's not a lie because
Yo,
he could have
yo,
played for the
hey,
Australian team. He wanted to.
Ice,
Oh
ice,
wait, you
bro.
said I
hey.
was
Like
lying. I
No,
gotta
no,
get
they
no,
that
no.
don't
back
they don't
up.
want him for half a million
I'm about to
dollars
Hold
a
on, hold
year,
on, hold on,
bro.
Jay.
That's
Hold on,
Sean.
one
Stop
mind.
these
listen real
lies.
quick.
I need
No,
you to
hold
stop
on, pop real
tweeting
quick.
about this
Hold on, hold
bum.
on.
No,
He's
no,
a
no,
Mind.
thief.
chill. It ain't gonna be a bottom like that, bro.
Hold up.
Chill.
Where did I
Wait,
lie
wait,
at?
wait,
Because
wait, wait, 'cause
Australia did not want him to play on the Olympic team.
Bro.
He wasn't allowed. He wasn't invited back because he left him hanging last time. Brooklyn
No.
don't want him,
Yeah.
and Philly
Oh,
don't want him.
right. So hold on. Let me be clear. What I'm trying to say is, realistically, no NBA teams is fitting to pay Ben Simmons. He better off just going back to Australia, kicking it like a kangaroo. You know what I mean? And just enjoying life
Get him
out
out of
there.
here.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that respectfully. Like, he ain't gotta feel no way. You know, it's not like it's a bad thing to be in Australia. There's people who live there. Like, it's all good.
Bro,
You know?
have you seen the creatures down there, bro?
If he go to Australia, he gonna have
I'd
to go
send
to
him to
England.
LA right now. Clippers
Bro,
might need
like,
somebody. They just
yeah,
lost
well, hold
Kawhi.
up. We gotta make something real clear. Like
Shanghai Sharks. Here he
he
comes.
he he was put in some of the toughest cities to play in, bro. Like, and he couldn't have, and he couldn't have the thick skin. He had very very thin skin, bro. Once somebody told him the truth about himself, bro. You can't if you can't survive in Philly or in Brooklyn, New York, Boston. You can't
Bro,
survive in this league, bro. You
the
out. Get out.
Guangdong
Get out.
Dragons need him.
Get out.
The what? The
Go.
who?
The Guangdong Dragons or the Shanghai Sharks. That's where he going.
Oh man.
He should never pick up the ball ever again. He don't want to play, bro, unless he getting
Yo,
paid anyway. Don't
Send him
let
to
him
the
pick up no
Clippers right now. They
basketball
just
ever
lost Kawhi
again, bro.
Leonard. They got expiring contracts. Send him
He is
here.
a practice player, bro. That's who he is.
Send him LA.
Don't
Let
even
him
Telling
play
shoot
for
you.
my
the Big
kid.
Three since he can only play good in the summertime.
Yeah,
Don't
James
even
Harden
send
needs a
him
new
to the
dancing
big three.
partner. Send him to Clippers.
He
Yo,
was
his
surviving
summer
the big
clips be
three
ill. Put
either.
him in the Big Three, man.
come on,
No,
man. He ain't supposed to take over the show like that. Come on, you
bro,
bro.
he
Y'all
wouldn't
tripping.
survive in the big
Y'all,
three neither. Them
y'all,
niggas
y'all
would
bugging
bomb
out.
him.
Nah, but
Y'all
in the
bugging out right
summertime he
now.
be playing
No,
good.
I'm
That's
not.
probably what it is. It's the heat.
Y'all bugging out.
No,
I'm
not
not bugging out.
Miami
I
don't
mean
want to put up with
everything
Ben
I
It's
say,
Simmons,
so
bro.
man.
much to
No.
talk
You
about.
know
Y'all
I
stuck
say what I
on
mean,
Ben,
and
man.
I
Come
mean
on,
what
man.
I
All right, go
say,
ahead.
bro.
Let Iceman defend him right quick.
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even try to defend him. I'm just saying there's people that want Ben on his team, bro. And
Who?
the only
Who
reason
people?
Iceman.
Australia,
Who
hold
want
on,
him?
Iceman.
Who
chill.
want him, Ice?
I'm on Twitter all day. I
Who
see
want him?
I see what everybody say, bro. I
Hold on,
see
let
it
him finish.
all
Let him finish.
day, bro. But the reason why Australia, the Nets told him not he was gonna play, he was gonna try to play last summer, and the Nets told him not to be focus
No,
on
Australia
no
told him not to.
the second summer, 2 summers ago, they told him to focus on getting rehab. So he was gonna play for them. Then they got mad because he couldn't play for them. But that was on the Nets. That wasn't on him because he was gonna play in the summertime.
Oh,
So
so that's what they was talking about when they said he reneged on his offer?
yeah, that was the Nets saying like, nah, we want you to focus on getting rehab. Don't play for them. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
You
Oh,
know
I
what
thought
it
they just
is,
didn't
bro.
Yo,
want
he
him.
burnt his
Okay.
bridge,
It's
bro.
something it's something that Shaq said, bro. See, with a back injury, bro, like nobody could give a full diagnosis of about how a back injury it is, bro. Nobody, not in the NBA, not in the NFL, none of these sports. So the thing is, bro, like now that you can't hide behind that mental health shit no more, he could use that back injury to just to collect that regular NBA check. I know how this shit work, bro. Like he not fooling me. He
Not when you
fooled me
have
By
once,
not
next
when
bro.
you
year,
He
have
that nigga
fooled
gonna
me.
be on
I don't want to
not
hear
SSI.
when
nothing
you
about
have
they
two
tried to get him to
surgeries, bro.
play. None of that. No,
That nigga about
I'm
to get
not
an
gonna be
SSI
lied
check,
to,
bro.
bro. I'm not gonna be
Hey,
fooled.
Leaf,
I'm
hold
not
on,
gonna be
Leaf.
hoodwinked.
Hold on, Leaf. Go ahead, Iceman. What you saying? Jay said you're gonna get an SSI check. I'm crying.
I said not when you had two back surgeries, bro. That's proof enough that yeah, you can't
Nah,
tell
that's
with
a
the back,
fact.
but when you got two back surgeries, bro, what else does he have to prove? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
That's what
that's
I'm
a fact.
saying.
That's a fact. No, listen, listen. And again, if he never had those back surgeries, I wouldn't be saying what I'm saying, bro. When I say he should go back to Australia and kick it like a kangaroo, bro, I really mean that, bro. Like, just go back home, man. Or even if you don't go to Australia, even if you don't go to Australia and hoop, like, just go to Australia where you fell in love with basketball. Like, just look at the basketball court if it's still there and see if you still love the game. You know what I mean? Or you could do something where you know you could incorporate yourself around basketball. Maybe be a coach. Maybe do something like involving basketball, even if you're not playing. But you got here because you love the game, and I think to extent you gotta love the game to make it to the NBA. Maybe when you get to the NBA, your lifestyle change, and you don't love the game. You just love the lifestyle that the basketball brings. And I think Ben Simmons fits that description, bro. I think
He
he's that
he
guy
he got
that
he got here
we,
because he was 6'10" and he had natural ability.
Right.
That's why he
no,
got here, bro. The same
but
way,
I
the
Can
think,
I say
same
something
reason
no,
real
why
no,
quick?
Josh
I'm
Giddey
not,
got here,
Can
bro.
I
bro.
say something real quick?
You cut me off, but you're not getting to my talking point. My talking point is he fell in love with the lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying? He fell in love with the lifestyle, and
Breeze,
he don't love basketball no more, bro,
Breeze.
because of the lifestyle that it brings.
Can I say something after you finish, Breeze?
Go ahead, Joey.
So I don't know if y'all niggas seen that meme about the rundown of Ben Simmons and pretty much what the scouts and stuff thought about him in college. And
They said he had no heart.
yeah, they said he's not a competitive. He doesn't show up in big games. He needs everything to be about him and around him.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything that was put in that scouting report showed the red flag about this dude. That it was
Mm.
a big
Shows up right
negative
now.
to get
And
him.
No,
it's still showing to this day, bro.
Yeah.
When are we gonna
hey,
learn?
hey, when Jordy said we ain't building on Ben Simmons, I became a Jordy fan for life, man. So let's roll with that, right?
You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to.
Y'all be giving these
He ain't
coaches too much
19.
credit too quick.
Yo, they question if this nigga loved the game, bro. Like, real talk. Like,
And
I
that's
don't
what I
know.
was about to say to Breeze right now. Ben Simmons never seemed like he loved the game to me. He just loved, like, it's probably something that just came easy to him.
He loved everything that come with it.
Yeah, like it's something that came
Yeah.
easy to him. You could get a bunch of chicks, you could fly
Right.
around the world, you can make money, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he loved basketball.
Yeah. They
Well,
said the
thankfully,
same
we don't
thing.
have
I
to
don't
worry
know if y'all
about it
follow football,
anymore.
but they said the same thing about the Jaguars quarterback. He's the same fucking way. They literally said the same thing about him. It's like he doesn't take it serious. Like
Robert
he just
Lawrence?
plays it because he plays it because he's good at it. Type shit. Like they said his father said that. But I don't know. Some like I agree with Jay. Like some people are just so gifted and they're just so talented that hey, you know what I mean? It was no way they weren't going to make it in the league, but that doesn't mean that they have that determination and that passion to want to be the best. They just gifted and athletic. You know what I mean? So I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, that's what it is. And again, my thing is this is where I feel like draft picks is where you should build from because before the business of basketball happens, and that's basically after they rookie contract or on the way to their contract, or you could say it's always business. But my point is that they love basketball when they come in. They fresh. You know what I'm saying? They ain't, yeah, they think about business, but they just seen their dreams come true. And you can't buy more route.
Right.
You either love the
But
game or you don't,
but
bro.
teams got to start taking a player's mental more important when they go to draft these players. They have to start taking the way the player approaches the game and their attitude. Because I'm telling you, if you probably see the way Anthony Edwards handles shit and how competitive and aggressive he is compared to somebody like Ben Simmons, there's no way you could tell me that you can pick a guy like what I mean with that kind of competitive spirit over this fucking lame duck who just happened to be freakishly athletic and you know what I mean and gifted. So I think we need to start questioning a player's competitive hungriness before you start drafting them, man. You need to start questioning they mentality as far as how competitive they are.
That's that. I
That's a
agree.
good
I
point.
agree
That's a
with
good
that.
point, Joey. I agree with you,
I'm
man.
definitely with that. I'm
I don't
co-signing
think
every bit
anybody
of
on
that.
this team comfortable with losing that just want to lose. Any of these young dudes that's going out there and you condition them to be okay with losing and playing losing basketball, that's terrible.
I mean, but they comfortable with losing with making an 8-figure check, though. I mean, the bread that the NBA is giving out, bro. These niggas don't really give a shit if they winning or losing,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Like
not who I
they,
want on my team.
Nah, I don't
of
think
course,
it's
that's
nah,
not who
bro.
I
I
want
don't
on my team.
never.
But
Nah, it's not. I can't do that,
economics
bro.
is the more effort right now, bro.
Listen,
And
I think it's more the social media, bro. I gotta disagree with that, bro. I don't think I think it's the social media. It's like certain players when they lose, they don't leave the gym. Say they hit 100 free throws or some shit. Bro, then there's certain players they lose and they go to a party. James, a la James Harden. Like, bro, I don't want that player on my team. I want the
Right.
player. I want as a fan base, as a big fan, I want to be a fan of a player that stays in the gym late because he's upset that he lost the game. You still want to have your lifestyle, everything that player that's not serious is going to have. You're going to have. You feel what I'm saying? But the
I
difference,
mean,
the
but
separator is the work ethic, bro. And this is why I always up Cam Thomas because I heard about his work ethic from professional athletes, bro. So again, man, that's the difference. Is work ethic. I think work ethic is the separator, and I
I
think
mean,
Cam Thomas is going to be in that conversation. That's
if
bro.
you expecting 90% of the niggas that's gonna come to this team in the next 5 to 6 years, 5 to 6 years, bro, to be that have that to have almost if not close to the same type of work ethic, bro. Like, listen, good luck with it, bro, because the nightlife here, bro, like they gonna get enthused by it, bro. Like it's plenty of niggas, bro, that got washed away on shore, bro. Like this, just enthused by the nightlife, bro. That some of these cities could bring them. You know what I'm saying? When you making
So
eight
what?
figures,
But
when you
that's what
making
I'm,
8 figures a year,
bro,
bro, like you can't tell these young niggas nothing. They 19, 20, 21 years old, clocking
bro.
in, bro, money we
But
ain't
that's
never
what.
seen before.
But
But
that's what I'm
that's my
saying. You
whole
got to
point, bro.
find players that got that in them. That
Exactly,
that
bro.
focus.
Hold on, it's tough.
Exactly.
It's
Listen,
tough
listen. Say,
because
hold on. Say what y'all want. Say what y'all want about Cam Thomas. He's an introvert. He's he more so at the gym. You don't see him really turning up at parties and nothing like that. And I seen him moving around in the beginning of the beginning when the off season just started.
I mean,
But towards the
he ain't making
latter,
no real chicken to
hold
be
on.
turning up, bro. Like he looking for
No,
the
yo,
check.
bro, hold on. I'm trying to
What?
make a point without you, bro. I'm trying to make a point without you cutting me off. Please stop doing that. What I'm trying to say is, and more, I seen him playing basketball and toward like for a good majority of the summer. So like yeah, in the beginning you'll see him go. I see him at one party picture. I seen more workout pictures and him working on his game videos than I seen him party. Is what I'm saying. And we got that in Cam Thomas. And y'all always
I'm
trying to
agree.
act like there's
No,
other
no,
players we
I'm gonna
should be
agree.
looking at.
nah,
Hey, I'm gonna agree with Breezy. I think Cam, like even when you talk to KD, Kyrie, and all of them, and Harden, they say he's a student of the game. Like he's all about basketball. Like Breezy
Yep.
said, he's a fucking introvert. He wants to get better. You know what I mean? He wants to fucking win. Regardless, you could tell when Cam Thomas is playing basketball, he wants to win. Like, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Yeah, he ain't making that much money. He's still trying to get that bag, but you could tell Cam is all about like how KD is all about basketball. You could tell Cam kind of got like that same mentality. Like all that
Facts.
flashy shit and all that other shit really don't mean too much to him. He just trying to be great at basketball. Real
Yeah,
talk.
so
That's
Facts.
what I
so
get.
you
so
know what, and I agree with y'all, bro. Like, but my only stand back from that is there's a difference behind certain players perfect their craft. You know, there's a difference behind how Kevin Durant perfecting his craft and Kawhi Leonard perfected his craft. We watched Kawhi Leonard turn into a damn good scorer over the years. Not just somebody that could play lockdown defense, not just somebody that could defend and be on ball. But we watched him turn into a damn good mid range shooter, and then the injuries came up. But that's
Right.
not to say nothing about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant worked on something that he was good at and became elite at it. That was his scoring. That was that mid range. That was that close. That was that turnaround. You know what I'm saying? The reality is that you got niggas that want to be elite at what they already good at, and then you got everybody. Then you got players that want to be good at all aspects
to
of the
to
game.
to
right.
breeze this point, you got niggas who play basketball because they want to get paid like Ben Simmons. Then you got niggas who want to play basketball because they want to be the fucking best. but they want to get
Facts.
paid too. But they take basketball more serious. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
Facts.
absolutely. And
What I
I
was gonna
believe
say.
Cam
And that's
Thomas is
Cam
on that
Thomas.
role, bro. Like
Well,
I'm
well,
not
can I say
disagreeing with
that? Can I just say this though? Because Breezy, you talked about in the beginning of the show how Sean Marks was asked a question about Thomas' contract situation, and you said how he nonchalantly went about it. This is the
Yeah,
kind of
he
thing
nonchalantly answered it.
I feel like Sean and Thomas have some type of beef, man, because it feels like every time where Sean has a chance to validate Thomas, the hard work you guys keep talking about, he's introverted, yes, but he's always working in the gym. Sean never talks about Thomas in that situation. I honestly think he never is going to see Thomas as primary option. And the fact that they want him to just be the scoring guard of the season, not even have a chance at point guard to work on his playmaking even more, they just want him to be scoring guard, not dribble much, but just make shots. Like having Thomas in that situation, it feels like Sean is trying to get Thomas from having 40 to 50 point games to like 25, 30 efficient games, but he wants to kind of control Thomas's market situation in that sense, which I understand from a financial standpoint, but at the same time, you're kind of limiting Thomas at the same time. Do you guys
No,
kind of feel that as well?
no,
Because it
no.
feels like Sean wants to limit Thomas on purpose so he doesn't have to give him a big money contract if he has a good season.
No,
A
you
little
first.
bit.
First, I'm gonna say, I watch an NBA podcast. These players talk about guys like that who they said majority of the league doesn't really care about basketball. You know what I'm saying? They like Lee said, some people just here to get a check, and there are a few guys. So when you say you want these many guys that care about, you probably won't get it. You know what I mean? Once, like Lee says, once you get a check, that changes everything for the young guys. It changes everything for certain people. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
absolutely.
as far as Jordy trying to utilize Cam Thomas, what he's doing right in the offense, you got to look at what he said. Cam Thomas becomes uh what's the word? He doesn't score efficiently when he dribbles. So he's over dribbling. And like Leaf said before, like he's working too hard to score. So he's trying to make it easier for Cam to score without doing the extra. And that's where he becomes a deadly two guard, which you
right.
want him to be. And then that opens the floor for everybody else. And then he can work his playmaking from there if that's what's needed.
Right, but
Totally agree with that. Rasheed
yeah,
Wallace said some shit on his podcast. He said an NBA player should only need to take two steps. I mean, make two moves, tops, to to get to his spot or get his shot off. And I agree. You could tell Cam's a scorer, but you can also tell he dribbles a lot, and he does that to what I mean, to try to be a little bit elusive, to try to gain space because he's small. But yeah, man, I agree.
he worked
I
But
on
think
that's
his.
the
Yeah,
problem, Joe. He's
I don't.
undersized and just going to two moves. That's what a KD can do, but Thomas is not a
Nah,
KD sized player, so
nah,
he
nah,
needs the
nah,
The
ball to
only
nah,
actually
the
nah.
listen,
dribble.
the,
Y'all ain't gonna
the
give it to
only
me
the
like
only
that.
person that
Y'all ain't gonna give
perfected
it to me
how
like
to
that.
score without the ball at that height, bro, is Steph Curry. That's the
Nah,
Yeah,
only person that
I just don't
perfected
think it's
nah.
that.
going to
That's
work as well as
hold
they want
on,
it
hold
to.
on, hold
Cam
on, hold
needs
on,
the
hold on.
ball.
All right, hold on. Listen. What I'm trying to say is this, bro. Those are opinions. The fact is that Cam Thomas became the number 10 player at catch and shoot percentage in the league, bro. Number 10 with catch and shoot. So years 1 and 2, yeah. Excuse me, there was a lot of on ball scoring, him getting downhill, getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line. But they made him a catch and shoot. And I used to complain. I said, yo, why they keep trying to make him learn the 3 pointer? That's not his game. Let him get to the midi, let him get to the basket. But he worked on his game. And at the end of last season, he was number 10 in catch and shoot. So in the league. So what I'm saying is him not being a catch and shoot player, that's not what it is going into next season. He's worked on that part of his game. And I'm saying that to say you could expect plays where he's coming off of the screen and like a player is chasing him. And he's doing off ball. Imagine Cam Thomas, he's not even on ball now. He just becomes this player where he running around screens and picking and picks so he could get freed up so he could either get to his shot in 1 or 2 dribbles or get to the basket in 1 or 2 dribbles.
So wait a
So I'm
minute, you telling me he doing what Steph is doing?
no, I'm not saying that he doing what Steph is doing. I just gave you the factual number for catch and shoot and what he was in the league. He was number 10, the best. So that's 20 other guards he's better than. So I'm saying that to say, no, that's not Steph. Steph is probably like top 3. You know what I'm saying? If not number 1. So I'm not saying he's Steph, but he is in good company for him to be in year 3, going to year 4. And to the point, is basically saying that he can catch and shoot. He can have 1 or 2 dribbles and get to his shot. That's gonna be essential because it shows that he could play off ball and he could play on ball. So
Catch and
I
shoot
said
is
all
not
that to
with any
say that.
dribbles, bro.
Did you say easy?
Catch and shoot is not with any dribbles though. So saying one he could do a 1 or 2 dribble,
Hey,
but you bringing
Easy.
up a catch and shoot stat that really kind of hurts your
That's no
arguments a little
dribbles.
bit. Yeah,
Bro, I said, but I'm talking about what Jordi Fernandez said. So if he talk, they said that. Did you see the press conference, Easy?
no, I ain't see that bullshit.
See, again, hold on. The press conference, Jordi Fernandez said, "Yeah, I want to see Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Basically, be more efficient and get to where his spots in 1 or 2 dribbles, and he could do that from the screens and the picks that I just said.
I
And it was a
mean,
good interview. Hold on. Let me not let the Knicks think that's what it was. The audio was bad. But Jordi Fernandez was very transparent in answering the questions. Go watch that if y'all can, Nets fans. It's a good interview. I don't know what Easy talking about. He didn't even see it. So I don't even know why he said that.
I'm not. I
So
mean, I'm not real quick. I'm not gonna lie. If you say Jordy said that, I could have swore I said that like weeks ago. I brought up that point multiple times. Like I
I know
don't
I
care
said
about
it.
points. I don't. I just need this nigga to be more efficient. So if the coach is saying the same thing I said from like damn near a month, 2 months ago, like, do I really need to watch if we both on the same level?
No.
nah, bro, I'm talking about the 1 or 2 dribbles. That was specifically what I was talking about. What Jordy was talking about because they were saying whether he gonna be the 1 or 2, and I'm thinking he came in the league as a 2 guard. He was never the point guard. Yeah, him transitioning to the point guard is what the NBA is asking him to do. I guess because of his height. That's what everybody's saying. Okay, I get it. But at the end of the day, I think he's gonna be a combo guard. You know what I mean? Because they also talked about how he is going to get used to the blitz. We know that they're going to double Cam Thomas. They're going to try to get him off the ball or not let him touch it. As soon as he gets the ball, they're going to blitz him. Or they're going to try to deny him the ball in the first place. And if they could create an offense where if they're going to try to do that, we could counter that and, I don't know, set double screens and somebody cut to the basket. You know what I'm saying? So Jordi Fernandez, it seemed like he got a high IQ for basketball. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see though, bro. I'm definitely gonna see. Uh, it's gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? It was early, but I didn't think it was a bad interview. I just thought that, to John's point, yeah, Sean Marks, he's real nonchalant and he's not honing in and saying, "Yo, all right, we want to keep these few players and then we'll build from there." He basically
Right.
saying like, "Yo, we want to see how all of them do." You know what I mean? Before we, you know what I mean, promise anything going forward. And I think that's fair to say from a business perspective because you don't want to, give them the inclination that they going to get a contract before anybody else on the roster. Let them have a preseason and the regular season. Like, the Brooklyn Nets is not trying to waste money. No disrespect to KD, Kyrie, and Harden, but having them on contract was for a championship. So if you're looking at it in a business standpoint, they're not trying to sign nobody like that unless it's for a championship. That's why everybody besides Iceman, I guess, you know what I'm saying, they don't feel like Ben can be on the team. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
But
But also, Breezy, it's also like he said, oh, there's 7 other people I got to talk to. I'm like, out of all these 7 people, who can actually create their own shot? Cam Thomas. So I'm like, why are you putting all these people in front of him? Like, at least say, listen, I value Thomas as a player. This is going to be a big growth year for him. He could have just said that. He could have made it like a 2 sentences, that's it. But it's like, oh, we'll talk to his agent. Like, okay, Sean, that's how you want to play it? Fine. But just know if Thomas does have a really good season, he's going to talk to you and say, hey, listen, I feel like I'm worth this. So like that, if that's the gamble Sean wants to play with a young guy like that, fine. See how it works.
nah,
All I'm
that's
gonna
not
say,
that's not fine.
all I'm gonna say is, hey, this sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes I'm wrong, but there's a few times I'm thinking just like the coach. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Well said, Easy.
I could have swore I said that same bullshit like 2 months ago, and niggas looked at me crazy. Like, nah, he got average of fucking 30
Nobody
or
ain't
some
look
shit
at you
like.
crazy.
Nah, niggas said nah. I remember that shit. Niggas said I was talking some bullshit, bro. And like I
Nah,
remember
who said that,
niggas.
bro? Because
You was one of them too who said I'm talking some
bro,
bullshit too. So like I don't even know how you just
stop
skating
it.
by this too, bro. Like
I'm not,
I
bro.
remember.
What you mean?
You
Because,
said that
bro,
you told me, yo, that nigga's supposed to average up to like 28. I'm like, I don't want 28. I just want a Fisher number. You like, nah, bro. Who gonna get the ball then? Who else gonna get the fucking ball then? I'm like, yo, dog, it
bro,
don't matter about who getting the ball, bro. Do your best so you can raise your value around the league and
What
within your team.
what I would
bro,
say
hold on.
is
Because that's not me disagreeing with you. Just because you want him to, I'm saying he could score 28 points per game. Isn't me disagreeing saying that he won't be efficient scoring that. Again, the first game I seen him play in college, he was like 10 for 26, 10 for 27. That's not great. No. What was it? 10 for 17, I think. My fault. He was like 10 for 17 as his first game in college when he was
All
the
right,
man. So
10
I'm
for
saying that to
17 is
say
very
that's not
different
the
from
same
10 for
thing,
26.
huh?
10 for 17 is very different from 10 for 26.
Yeah,
That's
I think
nine
it was
extra
10.
shots that you missed.
Yeah. No, I think it was 10 for 17, bro. I don't think he shot that bad. He wasn't. It wasn't crazy.
10
It
for
wasn't.
17
He
is
had,
really good, bro. What are you talking about? 10 for 17
no.
is really good. 10 for 26 is really bad.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is when you look at his stat line, when he's the man like this season, bro, it wasn't bad. It wasn't wild, crazy, inefficient. I don't think that he takes that lightly. I think that he knows Jordy Fernandez is giving him more of a chance than Sean Marks. You know what I'm saying? Because with Jordy Fernandez being a defensive minded coach, he's going to need a player that's a shot creator. Why wouldn't the defensive minded coach need shot creators on his team? If he a defensive minded coach, that means he not drawing X and O's all the time on how to score the ball. Sometimes he just gonna be like, yo, I just need to give you the ball. I need you to score. And he could do that with a Cam Thomas. You feel what I'm saying?
All,
So
all I'm saying is when I wrote the fact about being more efficient, the things that reside in efficiency is one of the things is what y'all talked about, the boom 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 boom, the dribbling the fucking rock, boom 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 boom. Like you got 10 dribbles, I'm counting your fucking dribbles, you got 10 dribbles, everybody else got 3 on the fucking team, boom boom boom, boom. So those are the things that rely in efficiency: a 1-2 dribble pull up, a one dribble pull up, a quick hezzy, make your move quick, not
Boring.
hesitating, jumping in the sky, looking for somebody, trying to dribble the rock out. Nah, make quick, efficient moves. That all resides in efficiency. That's
Yeah,
all
but
I'm saying,
easy.
bro.
Is it gonna be hard for Thomas at the scoring guard position to make all his assists when he's gonna want to score efficiently? It feels like if he got a chance at point guard, he could have passed the ball a lot more to get guys open. Now it's like Thomas gonna have to make those quick
You
decisions
you don't
at the
necessarily
second.
you don't have to necessarily be in a position to make the decision. Paulo's not the point guard, but he could still make those same kind of decisions that Cam Thomas be put in the same
right.
situation sometimes. So you don't have it doesn't have to be, oh, you need to be the point guard. At times we can run you at the one and take you from the two and put somebody like a defender at the two so you could make more decision making. Then that's a different situation.
Well, how
But
many
not to
assists do you think
necessarily.
Cam will have at the two? Then how many assists do you think now they
It depends
primarily
on
want
how
at the
many
two?
fast break
I
opportunities.
mean,
Yeah.
me personally, I'm not really looking at the assist because, like I said, the assist at the end of the day is somebody else making the bucket. So Cam Thomas could be repeatedly making the right decision, but the bucket might not be coming after that, or he
Uh
could be
huh.
making a hockey assist or pass to assist, and that shit might not be coming from that, but he's still making the right decision. They just not making a shot. So if anything, I'm looking at the decision making and what he's doing on the court. I'm not really looking for box numbers. The box numbers might come from the great decision making too. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I'm really using my eye test for that. I'm not really looking at the numbers. The numbers could
I,
be a little deceiving
Okay,
sometimes.
I put it to you this way, bro. If Cam Thomas can produce 5 straight games, bro, on some Nefessa Collier shit, and if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, look her up, man. Look up her last couple games, man, on her way to the playoffs, bro. If she could,
Minnesota
if he could
Lynx.
produce, yeah, if he could produce something anywhere close to that, bro, like to where, all right, we're gonna continue to look at him as somebody that's gonna carry offensively, both offensive scoring and major playmaking and major playmaking for other players on this team, then I'm all for it, bro. I'm definitely all for it. But in the meantime, in terms of the scoring, bro, I definitely agree with everything that Jordy said. It's the same shit I've been saying for months. But at the same time, in order for Cam Thomas to make leaps as an elite
Everything you've
player in
been
this
saying for
league,
months exactly.
it's got the playmaking has got to substantiate. It has to rise substantially. It has to. There's no way around it, bro. That's my whole thing on it, man.
For
Yeah, well,
Cam.
Oh yeah,
well,
definitely for Cam.
But
And
how
by
can he
the
do it
way,
at the
to
two though?
answer,
But how can he do it at the two though if he has to make those quick decisions? It feels like if he had a chance at the one, you could see Thomas dish out 5, 6 but it
uh,
might just be 3 to 4 now, which I don't know if that's going to
I
help
mean,
him or hurt him.
well, the
I
that's
thing,
don't
fine.
think either way.
the thing is, it's not. The thing is, it's all about who has the ball in their hand for more possessions at a time. Anyway,
Okay.
realistically, so
I don't.
if
Let
he's
me ask
going
you a
at,
I
if
don't.
question.
he's
I don't
going,
think. I don't think it's position driven. I think it
it's
just.
not position driven. Nah, nah. I was about to get to that, Joey. It's
Hold
not position driven at all. It's all about who has more time of possession and who's the better chance of you get making a play, making the best play offensively on your team. The amount of assists that we get on this team is based on the amount of fast break opportunities that we execute. Realistically, because we're running all basically an all speed lineup right off the rip.
If in all fairness, Jordy Fernandez did speak on how he want to play with speed. He did want to play with fast. Basically, he said he want to play fast. They made it no secret that they got a lot of players out that 2021 draft. They want to run. They feel like, again, with Jordy Fernandez not being an X and O guy on the offensive side of the ball like that. You know what I'm saying? You want to generate points from the defense, rebounds, and getting downhill. You know what I mean? And you can expect that from young guys on your team. So they
How you know
are
not an
putting
excellent
Jordy,
coach?
huh?
How you know he's not an excellent coach?
No. I'm saying he always, when you listen to him, he always resorts back to the defense about what far as the game. He doesn't talk about the offense, and and I'm not. You're right. I can't say that he isn't X and O coach, but from what I've seen thus far, he speaks more on the defensive side of the ball. Like he prioritizes the defense opposed to him speaking on X's and O's, and you know what I'm saying. What's going to happen on the offensive side of the ball? They also spoke on Zaire Williams too. They made it seem like he was going to be important to the team. You know, when I was
Definitely.
mentioning the 10 plays, I didn't even mention him, but I think they green light him too. Like I think they want to see what he got, see if there's somebody they could build with. But ultimately, I think Cooper or Ace will play the three if they
Right.
came here. So a player like Zaire Williams, he'll be playing for a contract. You know what I'm saying? I think they did say that they may want Clowney to play the five, but realistically, they know he should play the four.
No, but it's
Sometimes
a
I
good
just be
thing,
Man, we
Breezy,
got
though, if
too
they
many
want to
niggas
challenge
in this
Clowney.
draft on one team, bro. Like that's
No,
the
but
problem.
Breezy, it's a good thing they want to challenge Clowney season. But at the end of the day, if he does bulk up in the next 2 years and gets the muscle, you could experiment with him at the five, and him being multiversatile will help him catch up better laterally on defending multiple players if he can play two positions like that. I think it's a good that they're not limiting him. Is all I'm saying. Like that's good for him that they want to give
no,
him.
that's fair.
Real quick to the coaching situation. That's a true statement that Breezy said. All because he did speak about defense. You could tell he a defensive oriented coach. You can't tell for certain that he an X and O coach. But I mean, me personally, I don't think you can know if he's a great X and O coach running sets out of timeout plays, things of that nature. You can't find that out until the product is out on the court full time. So I'm talking about not preseason. I'm talking about regular season. You never know. The man could draw up amazing sets, and you could be surprised by it. So you never know. He
Or
could
he
be a
might
great
just
X
be
and O
Yeah,
listening
coach.
to us and
that's
just
it.
be on some bullshit.
I mean, but
Nah,
like
if
at the
he
same,
listening to us, the team gonna win, man, and we gonna be better than a lot of people expect. You know what I'm saying,
Who we
real
gonna be
quick,
better than?
real quick, real.
if he
Hold
listening
on.
to Big Fan Breezy, oh, we probably be the best team in the league.
That
Okay.
Yo,
definitely ain't gonna happen, man. Listening to your ass, my nigga, we gonna be right in the lottery getting that number one pick like we supposed to be getting. Man, next
Let's
question.
go.
I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't think that's in the cards for the Nets, man. The number, I
Nah,
think we
All
get the
right.
Breezy.
All
third
right.
pick,
Anything's
Let
but
me ask
I
you a
possible
don't.
right
question.
now,
Let me ask you this
Breezy.
I
question.
Nah,
Let
do.
me
nah,
ask.
I
I
know that's not
wouldn't
in the
knock it
cards
though.
for us, bro.
Let me
I
ask a quick
wouldn't knock
question.
it.
Let me
I
ask a
know
quick
that's
question.
not in the
Hold on. Let
cards.
me say this. I'm gonna go to
We
you
can't
easy. I
get the
just want to.
third pick 2 years in a row.
Right. I don't know. Hold on. I just want to say this. Then we're gonna go to easy. Um, 36 wins got Atlanta Hawks the first pick. So I don't know what's going to happen. But go ahead, Easy. What you was going to say?
Real quick, every draft is different. You can't use that base barometer as a mark. Philly won 16 games one year and got the number one pick. So every barometer is kind of different. Quick question. In next season, right? I didn't want to do this, but since we're here, let's do it, right? Next season, if Cam Thomas average, let's just say 25.5 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 8.3 assists, are we calling him a top 10 player in the league next season?
He definitely pushing top 30.
How? He got better numbers than niggas in top 15 with that.
I mean, but it ain't producing a 40 or 50 win season. So I'm being lenient with it, and I'm saying I'm being nice.
Does it matter though, Leaf?
Does it matter?
That's what he producing though. That's what he producing though.
Yeah.
Even though it's not on a winning team, that is what he producing.
Those all-star.
If he producing 25, 5, and 8, bro, on a team that's under 40 wins,
numbers.
Bro.
That's close to MVP numbers right there.
It'll be hard to see Cam average 8 assists though. Easy at the 2.
Efficiency and things like that, but those raw numbers right there are close to MVP numbers.
Hold up. MVP numbers have been at minimum 30, 13, and 5 in the last couple of years. That's not close to no goddamn
right.
Let's get that out.
We could use Steph MVP and we could use those numbers.
How long ago was Steph MVP, bro? Who was doing 30, 13, and 5, bro, when Steph was running off MVPs? Not a goddamn soul.
But you talking so 25, 5, and 8 is not MVP numbers?
That's
25, 5, and 8 is MVP numbers back in 2016, bro. Like
that's MIP numbers. That's MIP numbers.
Julius Randle. That's what Julius Randle averaged,
bro. You know how many niggas is, bro? You know how many niggas is doing 20, 10, and 5,
right.
Bro? Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's all NBA numbers. Julius Randle averaged that.
Yeah. You said 20. You said 25, 8, and 5, bro. We got Sangoon and Julius Randle doing 20, 10, and 5. That's the same shit. So don't. We not doing that, bro. MVP numbers, bro. As far as everybody's been watching since this decade has started, has been 30, 13, and 5 at minimum. So
those MIP numbers. Those are MIP numbers.
That's Giannis numbers, nigga. That is not everybody else numbers, bro.
Nigga,
what are you talking about,
nigga,
bro?
Why we acting like it ain't been a nigga in Philly that did the same shit? What are we talking about? Bro, you got somebody in Dallas doing the same shit. And he ain't winning MVP yet. Don't talk to me about no MVP numbers at 25, 8, and 5.
MIP. Those MIP numbers.
Yeah, I have to agree with Leaf on this one, Easy, bro.
So, all right, but going to MVP, that was besides the point. That was besides the point. Even still, I still think that's MVP numbers. That's me personally. But the question was top 10. That was the question. Top 10.
Oh hell
no! He would peak at a top 30 or top 25 player. He would peak at top 25 to top 30 at minimum.
He would be between.
He would listen to me.
Wherever Julius Randle's at, that's where he would be at, bro.
Julius Randle was all NBA with those numbers.
Yeah, but wherever he is on that list, that's where he would be at.
Do you have Julius Randle as the top 25 to top 30 player?
We would have to go down the list.
That's what I said. Wherever he's at,
that's a toss up. I can see it. I mean, you got to just go through.
You got Sangoon, who just came off of 20, 10, and 5, his first year as a top 30 player. Fuck no.
25, 5, and 8?
20, 10, and 5. You said 25, 5, and 8.
But to be fair, Leaf, that's because he's on a losing team, though. If he was doing those type of numbers and they was winning, it'd be a totally different storyline.
Last time I checked, the Houston Rockets finished 41 and 41. That's a 500 team. And the East, them niggas is a 6th seed.
They flirting with 500, bro. They still trying to get to where they need to be. They not there yet, bro. You know that.
Yeah, of course not. Because they in the West. They in the West.
But Leaf is elevating him because he in the West. He got a 500 record and he's putting up those numbers on a losing team. But that's where the guy is. You can't fight those facts. So you still got to take the player for what it is. So if you got a guy in the East now averaging 25, 5, and 8, why are we discrediting him? But we could kind of make the same kind of argument for Sengun, for Cam Thomas in the similar situations. Like what are we doing? We just gotta take the player's production. So I'm saying 25, 5,
Okay,
and
all
8
right.
Yeah,
Let's
over
but
100
Well,
okay.
easy. Who's in your top
Okay,
10?
all right,
nobody.
hold on. I got a
Wait,
question.
Hold on, real
I
no,
quick.
wait,
got a
I,
Hold
question.
on.
I'll
Let me
Let's
say
do
this
this.
though.
no, wait,
Let's
Just
one
say
E,
this
second.
real
let's
quick.
do
I'm
this.
just responding to him.
Let's do this. But when Bradley Bill was going on, when Bradley Bill was averaging 30 in back-to-back seasons, was he a top 25 player in this league?
Niggas was putting him in top 25, even top 15. Hell yeah. That's what niggas was
Nah,
doing,
I
bro.
agree.
Hell yeah, bro. When he was
Wait,
that year
easy.
when he was averaging 30 on the Wizards, hell yeah, bro.
Wait,
But Leaf, wait, hold on real quick, John. I'm gonna pass it around. But Leaf, we knew better. We knew some of those that 30, it needs to get shaved down to 23 if he was on a winning team. Why? Because we know you just chucking a rock at some point in time because the team not good. But at the end of
That
the
was
day,
a
that's
pretty
what you
efficient
did.
30, if you
So
ask me. If you go back to it, bro.
it
Like
was
that,
no, it was efficient. It was efficient, but still, at the end of the day, you probably get 8 more shots than you
you're
would get
supposed to get on a
than you're
winning
supposed to
team.
get. 8
Right.
more shots is a very big difference. So I'm saying, yeah, all right, on a
So,
winning team,
so
the
you
numbers will be
basically
different. But
explain
I'm saying,
Cam Thomas' career in a nutshell.
in a nutshell, but still at the end of the day,
Nah.
this is what the nigga doing right here. So for this season alone, we have to take it for what it is. So for next season, if he averages 25, 5, and 8, that you could
That's
top
called the
I
that's
think
called
that's
a peak.
great.
That's called
top,
the
top
peak. That's called the peak season, bro. At minimum,
Nah,
with the
nah, that's
with
MRP.
well,
MRP.
easy.
It's not peak.
Who's in your top
at,
10? Easy then
That's not
with
peak.
Thomas. Who would be in your
Not for
top 10
Cam
with
Thomas.
Thomas then?
listen,
Oh
I gotta
man.
run down the list. I'll have to run down the list. We could do it right now. Then we could just run
Yeah,
down the
you could
list
the
right
type.
now.
You
top
could type in
five
the
should be
comment board if
easy.
you want to. Easy. You could type in the comment board of your list.
The top five should be easy.
Let's just do it right now. Hold my numbers. All right. So Jokic,
Uh huh.
Giannis,
Mm
Luka, throwing SGA at 4,
hmm.
Embiid,
Mm
Steph,
hmm.
AD,
Okay.
Bron, KD.
And Thomas. So who are you leaving out? Who's a player that you think is going to underperform this season? Thomas could jump out of that.
He
You
got
know what?
Thomas. He
You
got
know what?
Thomas jumping a whole bunch of niggas, bro.
Wait, did you
You know
say
what?
Anthony Edwards? You didn't say Edwards though, right? You
No,
didn't say
I
Anthony
didn't.
Edwards.
I
Who you
didn't
want?
say.
Who he
Wait, you
jumping?
left Edwards out?
You got him jumping the top 3 2 guards in the league with Ant,
Wow.
Spider,
Hold
and
on.
D Book.
Thomas could be better
You
than
got him
Edwards.
jumping. You
That's a
got him
take.
John
jumping
Moran.
Tatum. You
Hold on,
got
hold
him
on,
Oh,
jumping Tatum.
Ja.
hold
Good
on,
point, Joey. Ja
hold
and
on. All right,
One mic, yeah, one mic, yeah. You're talking over each other, man.
hold on. All right, top 10 might be a push now when we put out the names now.
right.
Top 10 might be the push.
That's
Top
all I was
10
trying
might
to
be the
do there,
push.
easy.
Top 15, top 20 might be the push, but
Mhm.
even then, top 15, top
Nah,
20
I'm
is still
saying I'm
Yeah,
great.
saying
top
between
20.
I'm
Yeah, we
saying
can have a conversation about top
20 and
20.
30,
Yeah.
man.
Even
I'm
then,
saying
bro.
between 20 and 30. 20 and 30.
And even then, bro. You the main nigga telling us not to crash the whip, bro. And your ass flip this motherfucker, bro.
I'm saying though,
Hey, yo,
but I'm saying me personally, like 25, 5, and 8, like, all right, that's great numbers right there, bro. Me personally,
Yeah, but that could be better than a Ja
we can
Edwards.
all acknowledge that is a peak
Ja don't even
year.
average 8 assists. Ja
Who
don't
That's
stat
average 8
still
line?
a peak
assists.
You
year.
know who stat line sound like that? Spider. That's like a Spider stat line.
Ooh,
Spider
good
don't even
mention,
average
Joey.
8 assists. So you passing the ball more than Spider then at this point. That's why I said like that at
Spider,
that point.
Spider
My
assist is
assist
up
is
there.
around six. It's around six
6.
at best,
It's
six and a
not too
half.
far off.
And you got 8. You doing better than Ant-Man, and niggas putting Ant-Man over Spider. So what's going on with that too?
I'll tell you what, 25, 5, and 8. Steph was doing 24 and 8 the year before the Warriors the Warriors got Steve Kerr and messed around and won a championship. That's what he was doing. That was probably around 2013, 2014. And around that time, there wasn't too many niggas running around. You got, bro, today, at best, you got 6 or 7 niggas averaging 30. Six or 7 of them.
That year that Steph won his MVP, the first one, Harden's had way better numbers.
No.
The efficiency was just off the roof. I'll just say that the
the
efficiency
first
was
the
off the roof.
first year, bro, you might go Harden. Harden didn't blow up the stat sheet, bro, until Russ did in his MVP season, because that MVP race was very very close, and a lot of people thought Harden should have won it that year, but Russ and Harden, bro, and even Joker and Embiid and Giannis and even Luka, bro, these niggas changed the trajectory of how you view stats now. The shit that they doing on a year-to-year basis is fucking ridiculous. These
Yeah,
niggas is averaging 34, 9 and 9, 30, 13 and 5, like on a given.
yeah,
These are the niggas that's doing it. You're not
belief.
cracking no damn top 10. And we forgot to leave out that Tatum could put up 30 in a season. KD could still put up 30 in a season. We got SGA 31 5 at the 6 and 6. You not cracking that damn list and getting in no top 15. We ain't even bring up the niggas, the mid card niggas that was averaging 20, 10, and 5.
Right, true.
You not cracking that list. Top 25, top 30, peak season at
Yeah,
best. Leave me
I agree.
alone.
I have a debate with some of the niggas that's in like top 15, top 20. If Cam Thomas could average those numbers and those numbers are kind of efficient, then I'm putting, and those raw numbers alone, just the raw numbers alone. We're not talking about like the play on the court. I'm just saying like those raw numbers alone. And if it's efficient, I'll make a case that he could go above some niggas that's in like top 20, top 25, top 30. I could make a case.
If that's the case, bro, then you might as well say Ant-Man could average borderline 28 and 29.
Man, Cam is between.
Ant-Man averaged 27.5 last year, so that's damn near 28. So it's not like you saying something crazy right there, bro. Like,
no, I'm not saying nothing crazy, but
two extra buckets next season.
Yeah, but we talking about somebody that's peaking at 30, as into somebody that's right around that's in the mid at 25. 25 a game, bro.
You
like,
saying that? You the only one that's saying Cam Thomas peaking at 25. Nobody else saying that. That's you.
Who else in here saying that he ain't peaking at 25?
You say he peaked at 25. I ain't say that.
No, okay, I know you.
You said
Anybody else?
peak
Anybody
at
else
the top of your lungs?
Anybody else co-sign with Breezy? That anybody? That's what I thought. Now,
I mean, we got to see how the first 20 games go, like Jordy said. He said after the first 20 games, we'll have an understanding where everybody's at. So we could kind of give Thomas a really good understanding after 20, to be honest.
Like, my thing is, what you thought? You talking like you kicking up dust, and I asked you to debate like 3-4 times before this stream, bro,
about
and I still ain't getting no smoke yet.
About
Wait, what?
bro? Because you know, because all you gonna do is talk in circles. I already know what's gonna happen, bro. Like I just
bro,
gotta wait.
hold on,
I just gotta wait for you to start spinning the block come January and February, bro. When the shit that I said turned out to be true. So
all the time.
don't tell me about
No,
no
all
fucking
the time,
debate, bro. I'm not doing
Let
this
me
tonight, bro. Don't get me
listen,
started. I just got off a long shift. Don't do
I
this
didn't
to me,
ask you.
please.
Listen, I didn't ask you that.
I'm being nice.
I'm saying, listen, hold on. I'm stating, I'm not trying to talk over you and yell over you. That's not what I do. That's what you be doing. What I am saying is, now that I got the floor, thank you very much, without being interrupted, is you're not going to keep coming on this panel questioning my basketball integrity and not pull up for a debate. Don't act like you high and mighty, like you can't get into a debate with nobody, and act like somebody like me won't call you out. You got, bro, I'm tired of you coming up here acting like you got this basketball knowledge that nobody can't test. You think you smarter than everybody. I challenged you to a debate about 5 times. Every time you spin this narrative that it's going to be this, that, or third, you could pick the topic. I just want to do it to say I did it. You run around YouTube acting like nobody could debate you. I am calling you out again, especially about Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
What we just walk into,
Especially,
Joey?
hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. You want to
Okay.
talk the loud. You want to talk the most. You want to talk the loudest. And then when I disagree with you, you try to spin this narrative and then act like the panel is supposed to be validation to whether or not what will happen between me and you in a debate, regardless of the outcome of it. This is me calling you out because I'm tired of you acting like you know more basketball, especially when it come down to Cam Thomas, bro. And then on top of that, bro, you even got the same energy on your page. You be Ned Flanders on your page, but you come over here and now I'm saying you meth and red and how high? So
Not the
how
Okay,
least
okay,
can
second,
this?
okay.
bro.
Okay, okay,
So
okay,
so
okay.
Breezy, you
Hold
so
sound
on.
like
Okay, 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 okay.
Nah, I'm
like
gonna wait till he
a
finish. Nah,
old
I'm gonna wait till
macho
he
man
finish. Go
out.
ahead. I'm gonna wait till he
Macho
finish
man
because I
Bert
need to
Corbin out
because
here.
I need to rebuttal all of this bullshit that just came out of his mouth. First off, I
hold
never
on,
not
let me
once
He not
finish.
done.
questioned
He
your
not
back.
done. He not done. He not done. He
Go
not
ahead.
done.
Go ahead.
I'm not done. So again, don't come on this panel on this high horse talk, speaking at the top of your lung, thinking just because you talk the loudest, you making the most sense. The reason why I got the loaded Lux button is for you. Y'all act
Yo,
like once you start talking, you can't stop talking. It's like you not talking to me or easy, you talking to the world. And what I'm saying is, if that's what you doing, you could talk to the world respectfully on your page.
I
And
don't think so.
everybody, don't let nobody up. That's what I do. When I don't want to talk to y'all, I just don't put the link in the chat. And then when I want to talk, I put the link in the chat. You should do the same thing. Respectfully, this is not me coming at you. This is me, one content creator to another, saying this is what you should do because you like to go on long soliloquies. And then you had the audacity to say you give the most assists. That's just a farce.
I told you this nigga Chuck Master Flex. He didn't want to believe
No,
it,
no,
bro.
no, no, no. I'm not, bro. First off,
yeah,
This
first
nigga
off,
Macho
said
man
Chuck
versus
first,
Master.
Kobe
Yo,
out
yo,
here.
yo, yo, yo. I'm
come on.
telling you,
Let me get a,
AI did.
nah,
Hey,
let
let
me
me
get a,
reply.
nah, let me
Let
get
me
a chance
reply.
to
Let
throw
me
my
reply.
jazz
Yo, he
back,
said
please.
Chuck
Let
Master
me get a chance
Flex,
to throw
yo.
my jazz back, please. Since now that he
AI
threw
believe
his,
he passed the rock. All I'm gonna say is AI believe he passed the rock a lot. All I'm gonna say is AI believe he passed the rock a lot.
Yo,
But
but
that nigga, they called him Bubba Chuck for a reason,
my
nigga.
nigga,
Yo,
first off, first off, AI averaged 7.5 assists, bro, on a given, bro. So everything that Cam Thomas is trying to do, bro, AI already did. Respectfully, now
Ooh.
that's number one. Number two,
John,
I
tell
ain't never
Ike
not. I ain't. Number two, let me get one thing
7-4,
clear to anybody up here. I never once not questioned anything about basketball, about when it comes to the patriarchy of this page, bro. I believe in him. I question everything that he's saying about Cam Thomas. That's what I question. Because when I say something different, then he's on the top row all the time talking about nah. The second that I said you basically you basically broke down Cam Thomas's career, bro. Here he come. Nah. I heard him in the background, bro. When Cam Thomas,
yeah, I was
yeah,
Allen.
yeah, I heard him in the background, bro, when he said it, bro. And I knew he was gonna say, you know why, bro? Because I know his MO when it comes to Cam Thomas. This ain't about basketball. This is about Cam Thomas. And if I'm loud, bro, it's because everybody gonna be here to watch me talk. And it's on your page, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, Leave. My bad. Yo, appreciate you turning up the volume over here. I ain't never got that, not once. Not one time. You know
Bruh.
what I'm saying? So
How could I?
realistically, bro, like
Wait,
so
let him finish. Let him finish,
so
Breeze.
so
Let him
so
finish.
Yeah,
so
let me finish. Go ahead.
realistically, when I say at best, Cam Thomas is gonna be Bradley Bill on the Wizards, bro. Like you hear you come out of nowhere, nah, that ain't gonna happen, man. He gonna lead this to that. He gonna lead. He gonna do all of that, bro. Like I understand how you feel, but you gotta understand what I already know, bro. The NBA has a way of repeating itself. You just the only nigga that ain't figured it out yet. I have. You know why? Because I study shit. That's why. So this ain't about no debate. This ain't about basketball. This is about how you feel so high on Cam Thomas and how I'm trying to put him on the elevator at the right motherfucking floor, bro. That's all it is. It ain't never been about basketball between me and you, bro. Like anything about Nets, bro, I promote it all. But when it come to Cam Thomas, bro, you got to do the conceited shit. Slow it down. That's what you got to do.
bro. All right,
Oh, oh,
can I say this? I just
real
want to
quick,
say, bro.
all I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
say is I
Yo,
remember
King
Breeze.
Ribby, man, stay out of this. You a Knicks fan, man. Stay out of
Oh,
this. You wasn't even supposed to hear none of that. Know what I'm saying? It's
all I'm gonna
between
say
Nets
is
fans.
Breeze said one time, and I saw this for myself. He said Cam Thomas has the potential to be the best Nets player ever. If you
What?
take that into account, you can understand where you're coming from.
And I'm supposed to just sit here and say nothing.
I mean,
Bro,
you can say something, but
hold
that's
on,
where
hold
he's
on. Let
coming
me.
from.
Right. And again, I did say that, and I meant that when I said it because, bro, for one, when you think about the players that's been here, bro, you could think of some great players, but they haven't had the longevity. And the only one was Buck Williams and Brook Lopez, basically, as far as longevity. But that being said, Bradley Beal in his fourth year, he averaged 17 points. Bradley Beal, the best Bradley Beal did was 31 points and 30 points. He had two 30-point seasons. Now, but he's averaging more than 17 in his fourth year. Let's just start there. Um, is he averaging 30 next year? 31? I ain't gonna take it there. Shout out to King Ribby. He says salute. But again, we don't have to make this about Cam Thomas and Bradley Bill. I'm just making a point that without us seeing what they're gonna do, why are we having this conversation in September is premature. There's no reason for Nets fans to be doing this, especially when Knicks fans is in the chat. I don't want to do this in front of no Knicks fans. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah. Nothing
nothing to
happened,
see
Right.
man.
here. You know what I mean?
We just
Yeah, we
having a
just had a 10
conversation.
It's
second. That was
nothing
Nothing
to
it.
see
happened,
here.
bro.
I
You
don't
know
know.
what I'm
Yeah, I don't know
saying?
what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Nothing
nothing
happened.
happened. I don't know what
Elevator
y'all niggas
music.
thought y'all heard, bro, but nothing happened.
I don't even know what
Nothing
you're talking about.
happened.
I don't
Yeah,
even know
yeah. I
what
don't
you're
know
Yeah,
what
I
y'all
talking
know what
about.
talking
you're
about.
talking about.
But
What are you
not.
talking about?
I was really
Yeah,
talking
me,
about.
me,
Hold
me,
on.
me and Breeze is cool like half age, man. Like, come on,
All
man.
right, so
Everybody
hold
know
on.
that.
So hold on. I'll start it off, and then we could go around the panel. Listen, I became a Vince Carter fan, because he about to put his number in the rafters. So I want to just switch lanes. You know what I'm saying real quick. I became a Vince Carter fan when he was on Toronto. Let me just be clear. I ain't gonna hold you. It wasn't like I was waiting for him to get to the Nets to become a Vince Carter fan. When he got to Toronto, he kind of like put Toronto on the map. It was a new team. I ain't gonna lie. When they first got to the league, I thought they had one of the better jerseys, like that dinosaur that wrapped on the jersey. That shit was hard. But that being said, chill, King Ribby. But that being said, um, Vince Carter, uh, I think he deserved to have his numbers in the rafters for the Nets, because of what he did and his contributions. And I think that he was a great player for the Nets. And I'm glad he's part of the culture of the Nets. I'm glad he's a commentator. But yeah, I became a fan a long time ago. Before he got to the Nets, I remember the dunk in the Olympics. He was in the dunk contest. He just did a lot, not just with the Nets. So I always been a fan of him as a player. I wasn't a Toronto Raptor fan because Vince Carter was there, but I was definitely a fan of Vince Carter. But that being said, I don't want to be long winded. I just want to hear how do y'all feel about, we'll go around the panel. How do y'all feel about, I'm saying, Vince Carter again, his number in the rafters? And when did you become a Vince Carter fan, if you ever was? We could start with Iceman. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, no. And again, rewinding it to what Leaf said, I appreciate all y'all, not just Leaf, everybody that comes to the panel and contributes and talk basketball with me. So I don't want you to think that I don't. I actually do. I just be wanting structure so that everybody could, you know what I'm saying? Everybody could say what they're gonna say. But we're gonna go to Iceman. Iceman, how do you feel about Vince Carter number going in the rafters? And when did you become a Vince Carter fan?
All right, so I'm gonna go with the fan first. Toronto, like you said, T Mac, my favorite player. But when I seen Vince jump like the way he do, bro, and they gave him that half man, half amazing, right there, you had to be a fan because I don't even think we're gonna see another Vince Carter, somebody jumping that goddamn that high, bro. Anytime he felt like it, you know what I'm saying? And he
You got
said
a
that was
favorite dunk? You
yeah,
got a favorite Vince Carter dunk?
yo, the 360 windmill. The three
That's tough.
yeah, 360 windmill. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, him getting his jersey retired is great. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing to have a Hall of Famer retire, put his jersey up in the stands. I ain't gonna talk to
Did
you.
you did you guys see the Toronto jersey where they honoring Vince Carter?
Yeah, I seen
Nah.
that. I did
They
see
got
that.
they got the
No,
Raptor doing the
it look like.
between the legs dunk.
They got the Raptor doing it between the legs, though.
Oh, that's tough. That's a
Yeah,
jersey.
but it's supposed to be Vince Carter, but it's the same Raptor from the old jerseys. But
Yeah,
that
Oh
shit
fire.
look fire.
wow.
That's
So
fire.
they had
Yeah,
Vince replicate the
that's
dunk
kind of tough.
contest
That's
dunk.
tough.
Yeah, but
What type of bullshit is that?
They
I don't.
literally just hopped off of what we did easy. Like they had to after we did it, man.
Well, yeah, they
But why
had
you
to.
bringing
Well,
back the old fucking Raptor, nigga? What niggas is
nah,
begging
nah,
for the
nah. Well,
old Raptor fucking scheme to come back, and you, alright, man, alright.
you got to. Well, you got to understand this whole year is dedicated to Vince Carter for one reason. This time next year, the Toronto Raptors will have been a part of the NBA for 30 years. So a lot of people don't know that, bro. Like, and so they're gonna have their 30th year anniversary, and they're gonna honor Vince Carter the same way that the Orlando Magic did when they had their
Is
34th
he
year
going to the Hall of
anniversary.
Fame or something this year? That's why all this happening.
Yeah, I think so. I think Vince is going to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
I
Is
mean, but
Vince a Hall of Famer? Is
The Raptors swagger jacked it, bro. Like they know what they did, bro. They wouldn't have never retired his jersey, bro. It had the Nets not did it first.
Yeah,
wait,
they had controversy. They were saying they should have did that to Kyle Lowry jersey first, but Kyle Lowry's still playing in the NBA. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean,
I mean,
they
true.
retired they retired Zebo jersey in Memphis while he was still playing.
Um, then that's
Oh,
crazy.
okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah,
That's
by
crazy.
the way,
But
Tony Allen is getting his jersey retired too in Memphis.
wait,
Yeah, I seen
Shout out
that.
to Tony Allen. But
Yeah,
Vince
wait,
Vince
hold on. Vince a Hall of Famer?
yeah, Vince about to
Yeah,
be a Hall of Fame.
yeah.
No. But should he be a Hall of Famer?
Yeah,
yeah, bro.
it's
20 years in
basketball,
the
not
league.
NBA, bro. Like, come on, it's the
20,
whole
20 years in the league, and he played for in North Carolina. Like, yeah, bro. He definitely
basketball Hall
he,
of Fame.
he belongs there, bro. He belongs. He belongs in the Hall of Fame for sure.
My favorite Vince Carter dunk was the baseline up and under dunk that he did on the baseline in the rookie year with Chris Mullin.
Oh,
I ain't
that
gonna
was
lie, I
tough.
thought that shit was a layup, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but when he dunked that shit, it was like a double pump up and under from the baseline, and he slammed that shit like easy, like with authority, bro. Like I ain't never seen no shit like that. If it wasn't for my cousin, I would have never knew who Vince Carter was. I knew who Vince Carter was on '97 when he was on North Carolina, and Anton Jameson was like the scorer on the team, but he was the athlete. He got a putback. I thought this nigga was up there long enough to eat a sandwich. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like
Yo,
nah, the shit that he was doing in North Carolina, I was through. But when he got in the league, when he got to Toronto, oh yeah, of course, it was him and AI was my guys, man. Like for real, bro. Like I couldn't when they battled in 2001, bro. Like I swear, I was zoned in. That was probably some of the best back and forth basketball that I've seen ever. You know what I'm saying? So Vince, the Raptors definitely swagger jack, man. They only doing it because it's the 30th year anniversary, and Vince is going into a Hall of Fame. So they just said F it.
Yeah, no, I mean, shout to Leaf, man. Shout to Ice, man. Let's go around the panel, man. Jay, talk to us, Jay. You been a Vince Carter fan? How you feel about Vince Carter?
Oh yeah, Vince is that dude. Especially like I told you, I was never a Knicks fan. So when he came to the Nets, I thought that was fire. But and I always liked the Raptors a little bit just because of them jerseys. Like I just was talking about, the jerseys was fire. And Vince was high flying dude, but wasn't never one of my favorite players or nothing like that. But I fuck with him.
Yo, shout to my guy Joey BK, man. Shout to Quest One all the way from Jamaica. Yo, man, appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up,
Proof of
lighters, all that, man. You know. Bless up, bless up. Uh, shout to Quest One. Joey BK, talk to us, man. How you feel about Vince Carter getting his number in the rafters?
Oh, absolutely. That. I got no problem with that. Vince Carter is one of the best Nets ever. He gave us some great fucking years. He gave us a lot of highlights. He's a classy dude. You know what I mean? He had a long career, a decent career, class act. I got no problem with it, man. Got none at all.
Word facts, man. Shout out to Joey BK. John, how you feel about it? How you feel about Vince Carter getting his number in the rafters?
I think it's definitely well earned. I mean, this guy left a legacy, especially for the New Jersey Nets. I wish I could have been around to see him play because he played with such passion. The dunk, I mean, he made dunking like an art form that not many can do with his style. But I think the best thing about Vince was he always did it his way. Like you could look back at his career, he played the game the way he wants to play the game. He played at a very high level, and I think that's the special thing. Because now in today's NBA, certain guys, stars have to do things that a lot of coaches have won. Where Vince Carter was like, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do it great, and we're gonna win. And I think that's the attitude I hope the Nets can find in these next two drafts with that next big star that can have that moxie of Vince Carter. So I think it's definitely well earned on his part. I just kind of wish we were retiring his jersey when the Nets are like at the top of the class right now, but it's well earned for sure.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Shout out to John. I got an echo.
Somebody got crazy echo.
Mute up,
Yeah,
yeah. All
yeah,
right,
that
it's
shit.
going.
Yeah.
Yo, Easy. Yeah, I was gonna go to you. Easy. You when you became a Vince Carter fan?
All right, hold on, man. All right, hold on. All right,
He
hear
not
me
no
out, man.
Vince Carter fan. He was like Hall of Fame. What y'all talking about?
Hold on. All right, hear me
He's
out.
like
Hear me
Hall of
out.
Fame. Who y'all talking about?
Hear me
Vince
out. Hear me.
McMahon?
Hear me out. Hear me out. Right. Hear
All
me
right, go
out.
ahead.
Right. Hear me out.
Everybody think the Hall of Fame is the NBA Hall of Fame. It's not. It's basketball.
Right.
Hey,
Right, but
hold
not
on.
go. Yeah, they don't know that. Go ahead,
He-
Easy.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Right. Vince Carter is a great player. The dunks, you already know, caught me and shit like that. He a great player, right? I always thought highly of him. But down the road in his career, and this is a true statement, live long enough to die the hero or become the villain. So this nigga here, and other fucking NBA players fucking kind of admitted it too. So he kind of admits that he didn't have that dog in him, and that was the one thing I always noticed in this game. Like, yo, you gotta have that earth to get you over to the next hump. He kind of admitted that, then other NBA players admitted that. I think that's a fucking crazy offense to have against your name, and you bringing that up your damn self.
I mean that
That
don't mean
drops me up.
that
That's
it's
That
real
true.
shit.
nigga, he admitted him damn self though. So
But
what?
that don't mean
Yeah.
that don't make it true.
If he admitted it
What?
him, if he admitted it himself, how is it not true?
The thing is, bro, he was probably looking at something else, maybe at a portion of his career where I'm not gonna lie, when he was in Toronto, bro, like it definitely got to him, in terms of being a go-to player at that point, and damn near leading the country, and being like basically like the eye of like Canadian future Canadian basketball players like Jamal Murray and R.J. Barrett and some of these other niggas that's Canadians that's in the league. And, he put the
Shit.
ball in their hand. But I mean, like in terms of that, yeah. But in terms of on the court, I don't think you could fake all them years, bro, not being a dog, bro. Like, I mean, if you telling me
There's
that
levels
Vince,
to the
if you
dog,
I
telling
bro.
think
me,
no. I
if
think
you
he's talking
There's
telling me
about a
levels
that,
to the
leader,
dog.
though, bro.
if
He's
you
There's
talking
telling
levels
me
about
to
that
the
being a
if
dog.
you
leader
talking
in
about a leader, yeah, I understand that, and it's a lot of niggas in today's league that don't have it. I mean, but at the same time, it's not that many of them that had Vince's talent neither. So
No,
realistically,
but right. But no, but Leaf. But again, that's what we were saying earlier. I was saying about Cam Thomas is just the morale, or just a player getting them from a draft pick without the business of basketball. That's the separator, the mental side of it. Even Chill, y'all listen to Chill on the panel. He was saying it's 90% mental, 10% physical. And it's a you have to be a professional athlete to play the game. So that means you got to be mentally stronger than you are physically. Because a lot of the players are just as athletic as you are. It's sometimes it's about who wanted more, and that's the guy that wins. And they basically saying that that's the difference between Vince Carter. He might have been talented as everybody in the NBA, but the will to the desire to, you know what I'm saying, to be competitive like that, you probably gotta be borderline crazy.
He
You
ain't had
see,
no, he ain't had no Mamba in him, pretty much.
I mean, listen, if he did or if he didn't, bro, like I understand that aspect, but
But you
listen,
admitted it though. You admitted it though.
yeah,
Nah,
he did say it, but I never thought it was true. Me personally, bro, like first
He
off,
wasn't willing to cheat.
So what
listen,
y'all trying to say, man? Y'all trying to say he DC light? What y'all trying to say he Derek Coleman light out this bitch or something?
what you saying that he just
I'm,
lived strictly off of talent?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like you
Yeah, yeah, that's what
You might as well say the
that.
same thing about Dominique Wilkins then.
No. Dominic had that dog. I'm just saying, that kind of offense on your jacket right there, that just dropped me down a tier for me personally. That just drops me, like, for you, it drops you down a tier. So like, I would put you closer like that third tier of fucking shooting guards, maybe in the second, but yeah, nah, that
But
right
he's
there,
top
bro.
tier.
All right,
But hold on,
did you
even
think T Mac had the
look,
dog in him?
hold,
Yes,
even if you put him
yes.
low on the shooting guard tier, he's top tier in dunking.
Oh, of course, of course, of
And
course, of
dunking is
course.
a huge part of basketball. That's why he deserves to be in the
But
Hall of Fame.
to be fair, we're not really judging him against the whole NBA. We judging him against the other Nets, right? When they
Or the other two guards, I guess, if you want to say
yeah,
that.
but I'm saying when an organization wants to put your name in the Raptors, right? They're pretty much going through not just they're going through all the Nets, everybody that's ever played for their organization. So for them to pick you out of all these people, that says a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
mean, a lot of them niggas we already got up there, but I
No,
mean,
no,
I
yeah,
get
no.
what you're
Of
saying.
course, it's great. You
no,
know,
but
of course, it's
but what
great.
I'm saying is when they looking when they comparing different Nets players against each other. It's not an NBA thing. You know what I mean? It's just what the Nets don't have too many niggas. Let's just say that we don't
Yeah,
have too
yeah,
many great or good, up tier players. So Vince is one of the ones we had. You
yeah.
know what I mean? So it just is what it is, and he hasn't gotten his jersey retired yet.
No, I
I
agree.
ain't gonna lie.
I
I ain't
agree.
gonna lie to you. Kenyon Martin had something to say about it.
I was gonna bring that up too, though. I was gonna bring that up too, though. Like,
Kenyon Martin
so
had something to say about it.
when Kenyon getting the
He
shit with Totari.
yeah, which is crazy, bro. Like, I mean, what? I'll be honest with you. Listen, Kenyon was a dog. He was an absolute dog, bro. Like in a
So
Nets uniform.
all right, so Leaf, so there's levels to the dog then. That's what I'm saying though, bro. There's levels to the dog. If you take that Kenyon Martin
break it
dog,
down. Yeah,
you throw that shit into Vince Carter, you get a whole different type of niggas. Those numbers might even change with the fucking dog you put in that nigga,
but
bro.
easy. All right, let's get to it because you keep saying that. Let's make the from Chi Chihuahua to a red nose a pit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
I ain't gonna lie to you, Breeze. I ain't gonna lie to you. I saw some Chihuahua trying to go against some fucking pit bulls. Nah, they got their ass fucked
So
up.
so
They
okay.
got their ass fucked up. But
So
they
so all
still
right.
take that challenge.
So we gonna do what? Taco Bell Chihuahua all the way to Cujo. The rabbit roll. That's what we doing.
yeah.
We
So
might
why
have to
not?
do
On
we
some
might have
real
to do some
shit,
shit like that.
based off of all the
Vince
Nets,
Carter was a bulldog for real. He at least was a bulldog, bro. He wasn't no Chihuahua.
He damn sure wasn't that.
nah, he played a long time too. Vince played a long
I mean,
time.
you can't fake dog for 22 years, my nigga. Like, come on,
Like
man. Like,
I'm
you
not
not
saying
too
fake
many,
dog. I'm just
but
saying
not
like
too many niggas playing that long in the league like that.
no, like all right, we could say 20 years, but I remember his last 3 to 4 years. Like that wasn't even playing, and then like he was spotting them shooting. So like yeah, we could say he played, but you stayed around the league. So like you get that credibility of staying in the league for 20 years, but you didn't play like that, bro. You were just spotting up in the corner, 10, 15 games playing, 10, 15, 11 minutes, bro. Like that's
Easy.
cool, but
Was he supposed to?
I respect that. I'm just saying though, like we just gonna keep on throwing like 20 years into the league, like you putting in the work like the same way from rookie year all the way to the 20 year. No, 20 year, like you're not even doing nothing at that point. Like You're not doing what LeBron doing right now at all. So like,
Nigga, it's only
I'm not
one
gonna give you that
LeBron,
same
bro.
respect. No, but I'm saying like, you're not like even Dirk when he was in his later years, he was still playing at close to
A
I know
high
for a
standard.
fact a way higher level than Vince Carter was at his last year, way higher level. So like, yeah,
Damn.
I'm gonna give you that respect for 20 years, but like everybody 20 years can't cut the same. Everybody longevity ain't cut the same. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's a fact. Hold on, Blake Bremer in the comments. He said the average NBA career is like 4 or 5 years, so anything beyond that is a blessing. Me and him, we was talking about. I'm listening to the conversation, but I was in the chat with Blake Bremer. He was talking about D Rose and how he retired. He was in the league for 15 years,
Yep,
but
yep.
again, bringing it to Vince Carter, he was in the league for 20 years, bro. They not having you on a roster, especially as an OG. Just if you're not hooping, or at least a mentor. I seen Jamal Crawford in the interview said they cut him off of the roster, even though he was still hooping. They only did that because they trying to make room for the younger guys. That's basically why. But what talent wise, was he able to compete at the age he was at? Yeah, they intentionally making the NBA younger for whatever reasons. But case in point is you could be that age and still hoop. Shit, Jordan came back was averaging like 20 at 38. I'm just throwing that out there, but y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, all right. So, but this is interesting. So I gotta. So, do y'all feel like Vince Carter and D Rose are like parallel to each other in terms of like how they longevity ended up?
It's similar.
No.
I
I
would
mean,
say
but
I don't think Vince
nigga, D
was
Rose
hurt.
later years was almost the same as Vince Carter's. Like, you just that guy that used to be him. We gonna have you on the team just because your name D Rose.
D Rose still probably got game. He's just not getting the opportunity that he now wanted. Somebody got crazy echo. Somebody got crazy. All right, yeah, it's good now. I'm just saying, D Rose probably still got game, but he
And
just
Vince
probably not getting
didn't.
the opportunity. At year 20, hell no, bro. That nigga even said in interviews he's struggling to get up there. Like he could get up there, but like that coming down is crazy. Pause. So like nigga,
Okay. So all
like
right.
that's a whole
So
different
year
level right
year
there.
15 year 14 Vince compared to year 14 D Rose. I think that to me I think they both still had game
Definitely.
I would say D Rose have way more game. I'm just saying he not getting the opportunity to really
because the league
showcase
want
his
to go
game.
younger.
Yeah, they want to go younger. They're not gonna give it to him. Like he old, he damage prone. Like you can't even we can't even put you in the same positions no more, Paul. So like at that point, he probably just saying like I'm gonna hang it up at this point. I did something miraculous. I came back from all the injuries I did. Let me just hang it up because there's no point trying to fight for the league for a little small spot on the team that I'm barely getting playing time for. That's me personally how I'm thinking about the D Rose situation. Vince had the opportunity and the luxury. He could still be in the league. He was very personable. He had very great connections. He was still a good player. His on the court, his spot of three was still immaculate. So that is at the least at that time in the league still going to have your spot on on a roster at that time. And he was on Atlanta at that time too. So like that was going to afford you a spot. So like Vince kind of me personally, Vince ended his career. His trickle down effect is way more different than D Rose. Like is different.
I mean, we talking like 7 more years. We talking like a 7 year gap between 22 and 15. But my thing was year 14 to year 15 Vince to year 14 to year 15 D Rose. To me, if I had to just off the top of my head, bro, like I think both of them was still able to contribute. Vince just played longer. Vince just stayed around longer. But that leads me to the question: is since we on both of these players, bro, is D Rose a Hall of Famer?
Good question.
Um,
I would say, yeah, bro. 15 years in the league, bro. I give that a lot of credit. I give being in the league for that long a lot of credit. Now, granted, when you look at the statistics and the specifics of it, you could debate it. But if somebody like D Rose, who's adored by the fans, I don't think he's a first ballot, but I do think he gets in there. You know what I mean, some way or
Yeah,
another.
But
I
I
agree
feel
with
like
you on that,
charity to
David.
me a little bit though. Oh, because you stay around the
Charity?
league for 15 years, you get like a certain type of head nod. Like You could be
Easy.
waning in
But
the
look what he
league at
did
Yeah,
with
that
the
point.
Bulls.
yeah, bro.
Easy. He led
Nah,
the
I feel
Bulls
like
to the
that's a
Eastern
little
Conference
charity.
Finals in like his first 2 years.
No,
Like,
no,
come
no, no, no.
on.
No, that's the beginning. But like when you take the totality of it, you're like, oh, 15 years. Like, yeah, but like I could make an argument like the last 3 years you wasn't really
Yo,
doing
I
nothing. Like,
think
so
Bree's
like how
trying
am
to
I get
work.
like I mean, oh shit, my fault, Jay. He trying to work. Oh shit.
He playing that.
Nah, I'm chilling. I'm listening to y'all.
It's in the
Oh,
back.
This is still
oh no,
playing though.
They're still playing.
Y'all don't hear that? Please let me work.
What? I
No.
don't
nah, I
hear
don't
it.
hear that
Oh.
shit. Nah, Jay, that dope is hitting right now. That's what's gonna happen.
Wait, what?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe it's just my app, but that's just replaying on my app.
You
Nah, I'm not pressing the button for
you
sure.
might have to drop out and come back, Bree.
Yeah,
I'm Jay. You might have to
Yo,
drop off and come back. But
I don't want to change the subject, but I wanted to go back to what Breezy said about Jamal Crawford because I watched the same interview and he made good points on the interview because when you have a young team, well, he was on the Knicks, but he said when they was looking for a star like Carmelo and he was having a good season, like we talking about Cam will have a good season, all the vets off the team, and you got Nick and you got Cam that has a good contract. Now they want a star or stars, the person they had to move was him, right? And he was like, I was about, you know what I'm saying? They're giving me this role. I'm scoring 20, I'm averaging over 20 or 20. But then the next day I get traded. And that's what I want to say about people talking about moving the vets off this team. When you do that, you put Cam, you put Nick Claxton in a position like if a star wants to come and then gotta match salaries, one of them
Right.
or both of them has to go.
Mm.
But Ice, this is why you help Cam Thomas improve his value around the league, so he's not thought of one way. He get bounced around the league like he's trash, even though he's a very great player. They should have a good role on a contending team. That's why you help him with things like playmaking and efficiency and raw numbers in certain degrees. Because if a team looking for that and they see those type of things, and then when they look on the court, yo, you're a great catch and shoot player. Yo, you move the rock. Yo, you know how to move on the court. You know how to space out. You know what to be. Yo, that like let's just say like he don't finish his tenure in Brooklyn for the rest of his career. He doesn't have an 18-year career in Brooklyn. Like if he goes around the league, he gonna have a good name for himself instead of being a shot chucker that jacks up a lot of shots, but you can put up a lot of points. Now you could say like, yo, he's versatile in some aspects, so now we could put him in better situation instead of you getting bounced around and might end up in bumfuck Detroit. You don't want that for yourself, because niggas in the NBA know when they hit certain fucking teams and nigga, they know, like, oh shit, I'm fucked. Nigga, Tobias know right now you fucked up. Like Tobias know he fucked up, bro. Like he wouldn't, like he
Yo,
would,
Detroit is where niggas go to die, bro. That's
like
a
niggas
must.
know
Oh,
that, bro. Like
Joey.
they say that
And
in
Their
that's
the
where we
careers.
getting our
what
players
they
from.
say that in the interviews too, bro. Like don't
That's
knock
where
that
their
out.
careers go to die.
Like when certain teams are like, oh yeah, your career dying right there. So like you don't want Cam Thompson to end up in like a Portland. Like no, you want him to end up in a better situation, in a better role to better maximize his value. So that's why
Right.
I ask for things like that: playmaking, better efficiency, know where to be, better decision making. Because let's just say it doesn't work out all the way on this team. Let hopefully you get put in a better situation or even a good situation at the same time if you have to leave here, bro, instead of be thought of as trash and moved around like trash, bro. I don't want that for you. You could damn near average 28. You can average 28 if niggas give you the shots. But
Well, easy.
I just don't want you to be thought of as of like that.
Well,
Yeah.
What the
easy. Would
fuck?
that be
Nah, I
as a
think Brooklyn gives
starter
him
or a
that
bench
opportunity.
piece, though? Easy. Like you say, you don't want him to go to Portland where you could start, but if you go to a contending team, they're most likely gonna have him as a sixth man. So, would you see that for Thomas's future if we traded him to a team?
Well, if he go to Portland, he'll be a six man.
No, if you send him to a rebuilding team, which you said you don't want him to, he'd probably start. But if you want to send him to a different team, like a contending team, he'd probably be a sixth man, especially if they have established talent at that point.
Well,
That's all
me
I'm trying to
personally,
say.
I don't have a problem with players coming off the bench and things and starting like that. Because at the end of the day, like I look at a player like Malik Monk, like he comes off the bench, but like he has way more minutes than like Kevin Hurt or sometimes Keegan Murray and shit like that. Keegan Murray is a good defender. So like me personally, I don't care about how you start and how you finish. I care about your rotation, where you play, the type of minutes. If you do finish, like I care about things like that. So me personally, I don't really care about starting or a fucking bench role. I just care about if you're in the rotation, how much minutes you get in, what's your impact to the team and on the court and to the opposing team. So like things like that. I mean, if you want to pay attention to that, I hear you. I'm not opposing that. I'm just saying, like, me personally, like, I just need you within the rotation, getting significant minutes, having a strong role that impacts the team.
All right. So another thing he said, right? Lee, remind me of the number when I get there. He said when he got drafted to the Bulls, right? They wanted to add 3 stars, but it didn't happen. They wanted to get T-Mac, they wanted to get Tim Duncan, and they wanted to get Grant Hill, but it didn't play out that way. And they ended up having 6 rookies on the team, right? And they won how many games, Lee? If you still there?
Nah, Leafs dropped off for a second.
Oh, so I think he said like somewhere between like 11 or 15 games, right? But that team never got to the point. He said he stuck there for 4 years. He got stuck there and they never won over 35 games. So when we talk about, when the Nets talk about adding a star or adding veterans, it's for a reason so they don't end up in that situation being stuck trying to keep on drafting players if you don't hit on the right player. So what y'all think about that though?
No, it's very interesting, Eskimo, but I'll even say this to Breezy's point. Like, the problem with the Nets has always been we let everybody go when we start developing something, and then when we go for the big gamble, it never pays off. So if we traded Claxton or Thomas for a De'Aaron Fox, a John Moran, or a Giannis, there's no guarantee that getting one of those stars is going to lead us to a championship by themselves. Like, in this new CB era, you need a mix of homegrown guys and maybe established star, and you need a lot of good veteran depth at your bench. So the Nets have to check all those 3 boxes when they make that move. So if you traded Thomas and a Claxton to go all in on a star, that could backfire on us. Like, the Nets have to be careful if they decide to move off those guys eventually. But like, I understand the logic if we do that, but it's also not going to guarantee you anything either, because that's us backtracking as well a little bit.
No, absolutely. Again, I just feel like the moral part of it you can't sleep on. You can't sleep on that these players can be distracted. They can be into a lot of women. They could be have vices, bro. They got shit that they dealing with that they personal life. They so engulfed in their personal life they can't focus on their professional life and their basketball career. Hence, again, why I like Cam Thomas, not because he's an introvert. Be who you're gonna be, but it shows that he's not somebody distracted by social media. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sure he got a private life like everybody else do, but he's not distracted by it. A lot of these young players, yeah, did make a point, and I think now is to what Leak said too about these players not having careers longer than 4 or 5 years. It be because they be distracted sometimes. Sometimes they don't know how to thug it out and wait it out. I was watching a interview with Isaiah Thomas on Knuckleheads, and he was talking about how he got drafted to Sacramento, but he was the last pick in the draft, and just his whole journey on getting the opportunity with Boston. Like, there's a lot there, and I'm saying that to say that takes mental fortitude. And a lot of players don't have that. What Cam Thomas went through, getting his minutes shaved and all of the opportunities that were taken away by the coaches because they didn't know how to coach, and you don't see them coaching nowhere else. You know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say it takes mental toughness to get through that. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of players don't get through that. They like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this, so I'm gonna do that, but they don't stay the course. So yeah, man, I'm anxious. I'm just anxious at this point. But shit, we an hour and 50 minutes away. I'm in already. I want to say shout to Iceman, shout to Joey BK, shout to John, shout to This Is JTV, shout to Easy. And again, give us a quick commercial of what y'all be doing on NSB, man, because that show, people need to know about that show.
Oh yeah. Niggas didn't even get to the recap. What was it? Last episode or some shit. I got some shit for next episode too. I gotta find the articles. I'm fucking up.
Ooh.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Yeah, man, you already know what the deal is, man. The Hood CNN, powered by the people for the people. Tap into my boy Big Ox Media channel. We already know 10 o'clock Eastern time, Mondays and Fridays. So tomorrow. The Hood CNN, powered by the people for the people. The show that you can find out everything that's going on around you and near you. And far away from you as well. You know what I'm saying? The Hood CNN. Tap into our content. I got
All
some
right,
shit that's
so
going on, but shit.
yeah, nah, but let's get into that, Easy. So how long you been on NSB? Talk to us about how long you been on NSB and how's it been so far since you've been on the panel.
I mean, I can't tell you how long. I haven't been counting the time because I've been on the channel for a good minute. So like, I don't really like.
No,
I don't
no,
know
no,
like
not
what.
the channel, not the channel, the panel.
No. I know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't counted the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know I showed up and I had a rotation run. Then they put me in and started, and I just started. You know what I'm saying? I never counted the time. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just kept on doing my thing. I just
Yeah,
never counted the time. But the time been cool. You know what I'm saying? We've been getting into a lot of topics. You know, like just the other episode, we had to stir fry this nigga Diddy. You know what I'm saying? We had to really get into the Diddy topic and really had to talk about that. Another
yeah,
time.
yeah. Go ahead, Easy.
Another time we had to get into the Kendrick Lamar hosting the Super Bowl and shit. I had to tell niggas like, yo, Wayne going soft on me, my nigga. Like, we ain't know Wayne to be this soft, my nigga. Wayne not gonna come out in the video and be like, yo, thank y'all for y'all uplifting me. I'm sorry. Like, yo, nigga, Wayne just gonna drop a tweet like, fuck these niggas and I'm out. Like, why are you acting soft? Cause they didn't give you an opportunity type shit. So like we get into things like that. We get real like that. You know what I'm saying? The Hood CNN, my nigga. Like, yo, we talk to y'all and we hear y'all too. So like, there's sometimes, when we on the panel, we might throw the link in the chat so you could pull up and, speak your piece on some of the topics that we got on hand, some of the shit that we covered, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
just the other episode, we kind of like not did a whole review, but we kind of did like a little slow review of like future new mix. I guess it's an album, but like a mixtape that he dropped. So like he dropped a new shit called Mixtape Pluto. So like we did a small review on that. So like we tap into everything, bro. We ain't limited to nothing. We even did the WNBA. Yo, Marina Mabry came in and shot the shit out the rock and took the Fever Heart from game one. You know what I'm saying? So we tap into everything over there. Whatever you need, we got you. We the Hood CNN cooking up in the Brooklyn streets.
All
Oh,
right. Yeah, yo,
oh.
shout to NSB. NSB stand for no snooze button. The intro of the show is good morning, wake that ass up. You know what I mean? So I want to say shout to Dezo, shout to Big Ox, shout to Context Matters. You feel me? Shout to Easy E. Great show. I'm definitely tuned in to come on at 10 o'clock tomorrow on Fridays. Again, that's Fridays and Mondays. Um, yeah, no, I'm a fan of the show, man. I'm a fan of the show. But I'm about to close out in a little bit. Shout to Big Ox. I think he live right now. Go check out Ox too, man. Um,
You got a topic you want to bring up tomorrow on Breeze? You got anything that you want niggas to tap into? And niggas could bring up a topic that you want.
yeah, shit, man. I'm on the caught me on the spot, man. I can't think of nothing right away, but I definitely hit you in the inbox.
No doubt.
And ask about the topics for y'all to talk to because y'all speak on a range of topics and some of the stuff that y'all mentioned I did not hear until I see that show. So that's one of the things that I like about the show and some of the stuff that I might have heard on the news. I hear y'all speak on it, and I think that's dope because I like the perspective from the guys opposed to Channel Two. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to that show, man. Subscribe to that
Right.
show, and please subscribe to this show, and subscribe to Tip Off of Brooklyn Nets Podcast with my guy Ice Man. Subscribe to This Is JTV. He's on YouTube. John and Joey BK. You know what I'm saying? You know, they they just talking as basketball, but if they ever got something going on, please let us know. You know what I'm saying? The fans is tapped in. Shout to the chat, shout to Leak Bremer, shout to I don't want to forget nobody. Shout to Claude Smith, of course. Shout to Quest One. Shout to King Ribby RM. Shout to Scott. I see you, Scott. Um and anybody, oh, of course, shout to Maria Signal. But of course, shout to Ivan. I see you. Shout to my guy Damon F. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Daniel Berry Sports Highlight. Shout out to all y'all. I'm gonna be
Real
back
quick,
on more. What up, Easy? What's good?
shout out to DJ Carrington for winning Most Improved Player in the WNBA. Shout out to you, baby. Shout out to you.
Alright. Yeah, Easy sound like he wanna be one of those husbands, man. WNBA husband or some shit, man.
Nah, nigga, I'm shooting up that club, nigga. Fuck all that.
Yo,
Clubhouse husband.
Big
Yeah.
Daddy, man, coming around.
She already got a wife.
Yeah, I gotta change
Ooh.
that, Joey. I gotta change that. I can't do that. But
Why
I'm gonna
Wait,
change
what?
that.
don't you go with the her girl play for the Fever?
Yeah, she. They
Yeah,
knocked her
Alyssa.
up. They knocked them out the playoffs. That shit was
Yeah.
tough right there. Nah, Joey, I gotta change that right there. I can't. I can't. You gotta swing for the other team now.
I'm
I
a
don't
big
care. I don't care.
DJA fan, man. I'm a
Shout
big.
out to her. Her
She
game
got
is
that
cold on the
dog in
court.
her, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to her game on the court. Shout out. She hooping on that court. She hooping.
Oh, shout
Hey.
out to old girl. No, we need to shout out old girl from Minnesota too. Nafisa.
Oh, shout out to Nafisa. Yeah, she hooping.
Yo, we got to shout out Liberty, man. Getting by first round, have a rematch with the
Word.
Aces,
Oh
man.
yeah,
That's going
shout
to
out
be
to.
the title fight of the season right
Yo,
there.
if the
Yeah.
Liberty get past the Aces, they gonna win the chip, bro.
You thinking they
Yeah,
beat? You think they could beat Minnesota or Connecticut if they get by?
I think they can. Yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
yeah, they've
Yes.
been dueling with
No,
the
real talk.
Aces.
Hey, let me just speak real quick. If we play Connecticut, we usually always beat them. Minnesota is kind of a toss up, but we
Right.
usually always take care of Connecticut, yo. So that we can't never get past Las Vegas, though. That this one team, I mean, that we lost to them last year in the finals, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So if we could get them out the way early, man.
That's gonna be a dog fight right there, though, bro.
Yeah, I mean
Let's
the last
go.
four teams are stacked though. If you know about the WNBA, you know these last four teams are fucking stacked.
No, they
Like it
stacked. They
go
stacked
either
for sure,
which way.
But that's tough right there, boy. I don't know. Me personally, I'm losing faith in Kelsey Plum. That's just me personally. That's
Yeah,
me
Kelsey
personally.
Plum is fucking cold, bro. I hate her because she cocky as fuck, but she's cold.
She cold, but
She cold, bro.
What you
they
guys
looking
think
for you.
about Caitlin Clark's season? Was there everything you guys thought it would be, or were you shocked by just how many records she broke? Would you say she's the rookie of the century, or she's
I
a
would
great rookie?
I would say she's definitely the rookie of the year.
Hmm.
I think she's going to be a great player, but we just need to pump the brakes on saying stuff like she's dominating the league. And I agree with Cheryl Swoops. Like, how you're not dominating anything, because if you was dominating, then you would still be in the playoffs. Then your team wouldn't have just made the fucking playoffs. You know what I mean? And that's not all on her, but I'm just saying, like, she's not really dominating anything like that. Like, she's way above schedule. Let's just say that. She's above
Right.
she's ahead of schedule, but she's not dominating. I think she had a great season. I think she's the undisputed rookie of the year ever since Angel Reese got hurt. It's a no-brainer. You know what I mean? She probably was going to win it even if Angel didn't get hurt. But yeah, Clark's really good. I just think people need to, like, I don't know, man. They need to pump the brakes on her, man. Like, she gonna be great. Let it happen.
I don't
Organic.
know though. Like them numbers and what I saw on them court on the court. I mean, dominating is a strong word, but if there's like a little tick below the word for dominating, she's damn near right there, bro.
Here's
Because
my
a
thing,
rookie
though.
is
Facts.
fucking
Think,
damn near
if she was
leading the league in
dominating,
assists.
hold on. If she was dominating, then she should be in the MVP race, right?
She was,
She was in the MVP race.
yeah, she was. It
She
was just
definitely
because
should be for getting into the playoffs. She should
she
be
was in
just
the
for that.
MVP race. It was just because Asia was so
Right.
good this season. You can't
Yeah, but I
give
can
it. You can't
even put her
consider.
over Collier though. Collier was in the MVP race.
She
I'm
was in
not
there
putting
too. She
yeah,
was
I'm
in there
not
too.
putting
Nafisa,
freaking Clark over her.
Kaylin over Nafisa.
Nah, I'm not.
Some people was. That's tough right there. I'll put Nafisa over, but some people was. But I'm saying, like, I wouldn't say dominating, but you coming in as a rookie, you stretching out the 3-point
Yeah,
line to a
she's
certain
way ahead of
degree.
schedule
At
for sure.
at no, I completely agree with that. But then, like, you damn near leading the league in assists. Like, at that point now, like, And then what I'm seeing on the court, like especially when you came back after that All-Star break, like I mean, I wouldn't say dominating, but you definitely
You know what the word is, Easy? Ascending. She is ascending to the top right now. Like she's getting there.
Absolutely.
That's the
Yeah,
word.
that's a
uh
good word. I like that word.
but
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you're
that's a good word. That's actually a good word for
but
her.
ascending would mean you started from the bottom at some point in time. If you come in your rookie year, you're in the MVP conversation and you already leading the league in assists. You already ascended now. I, it's not dominating, but you damn near
Here's the
right
thing,
there.
Easy. I think she's not at the top, but she's almost there. You know what I mean? Like she's like the top of the league is to me is Collier, is Aja Wilson. Um, who else you got out there? You
Breonna
got a
Stewart.
girl from you got Alyssa Thomas.
Right.
Like I mean, it's just other names out there in the league that are, you know what I mean? They like doing their thing. I'm not saying she's definitely our top five, but to sit there and act like she's like, you know what I mean, the number one, number two player in the league is blasphemy.
Now I wouldn't say number one or two player, but let's just take that statement right there though, Joey. If you could say this rookie is top five, that's in a way to me sort of a way dominating, bro. Yo, yo, they was counting you out before you came to the league. Let's remember that. Like, yo, it's gonna be a
Ain't
different league. It's
nobody
gonna be a
count
different
her
game.
out. Everybody said she was going to dominate. She was going to win the championship. She was going. Do you know how heavy the Caitlin Clark
No, Joe. I'm not
train
talking about
was
the fan
out
base.
of
The fan base is crazy. The fan base is insane, bro. Like they are
college?
insane, bro. Like that's all. That's all I can say about them. But
They
for the
got
people
mad
that's thinking,
when she didn't get put on the Olympic team. They got mad when she
they
got
got
put out
crazy.
they got mad when she got put out the playoffs. Oh well, nobody's not going to watch it now since you guys like Clay.
They was upset that she wasn't being considered for MVP. Like why she didn't get an MVP role. Like when Asia won unanimous MVP, they was mad. Like yo, why didn't she get fucking votes?
Yeah,
Like all right, that
that's
was
what
wild
I'm
crazy.
saying. Like, come on, you're really
No,
going just now.
no, Joey, that's crazy. But I'm talking about like people like WNBA players that was in the league before she came in. They were saying like, yo, it's gonna be a different league. She gonna have some adjusting period. Like, yo, it's not gonna be the same thing as college. I'm
Right,
saying she come into the league right now. It's still she did have some adjusting to go through, but
right.
still rookie
No,
year,
you're right.
and you leapfrogging all of these people. We have
Right.
some great
She has
WNBA players,
she's done better than what I thought she was going to. Let's just say that.
Way better. I mean,
way better
exceptionally better. I mean,
Way-
she broke like 4 or 5 records in one season.
in one
I would say
season,
she's
bro.
rookie of the century at this point. The way she came back, because nobody was expecting that type of jump.
So like in a certain way, like I think that's dominating, bro. It's just not the way that we really think dominating should be. But like you come into the league as a rookie, they fearing your 3-point shot, but you come
Okay,
to the league and
I
you
guess it
lead the
all
league in
depends
assists.
on what your criteria of dominating is, and I mean, I can see that for sure.
I'm saying though, like you come to the league, you got the 3-point shot, but then you lead the league in assists. You got people fucked up now. You're like, oh, I didn't know you had that in your bag, but that was in your bag the
Right.
whole time. And now it translates to the WNBA, and you lead the league now, right at this point.
Okay. Oh,
Now,
well, I guess you could say she's dominating if you put it like that. All
Now
right.
we don't know how the other players before her after her gonna perform, like people like Paige Buckers, Juju Watkins, things of that nature. You don't know if they might come to the league, put a better
Got
numbers
old girl coming out of LSU too. The one that Flage
Flage.
might come out.
So you don't know how they might come out and they might perform in the W2. So they might even put a better
It's gonna
numbers,
be
and then you
fun.
might
It's
have
gonna
a
be fun
crazy
with Paige.
conversation.
It's gonna be fun with Paige and Juju getting in the league.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Everybody waiting for that one too. Word. But
I hope we see.
all I'm saying, I think it's dominating. All I'm saying, I think it's dominating to a certain degree. I think it's dominating. Now, it might not be straight out like dominating. Like I'm fucking up the whole competition as a whole. But in a certain respect, I still think it's dominating.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. You
Nah,
gotta
that's
like
what's
that.
up. We go and I'll tag Easy and Joey so we could recap some of these playoffs. Again, I would just pretty much moderate and let y'all do what y'all just did just
Oh yeah,
now.
hold on
Cause
real quick. I forgot about Stewie. You think she better than Stewie?
Uh,
No.
I mean, you talk about getting to the rim consistently. Stewie makes it a lot easier. Where Caitlin Clark is more of an outside threat. I would say.
And I feel like Stewie
But
could
what
get her
about our
shot up
center?
more easy.
hold on. When's the next game?
It should
Um,
be tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it
For
tomorrow?
with the Liberty, with the next game for the Liberty
It's tomorrow.
Yo, Breeze, you gotta get Wally on
tomorrow.
the show to talk
Hey,
about the
hey,
Liberty stuff too,
Easy and
man.
John,
Who?
Easy and John.
Wally,
No, Easy and John. Do y'all
Oh
take
yeah, 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 yeah.
Easy and John? Do y'all take Caitlyn over
Ch-
Sabrina?
Sabrina Ionescu.
Yeah.
That's a good conversation. I mean, Sabrina's had a great 3-point
So
season,
when I
but
say it,
be quite
so
a battle.
let's just say this, Easy. She's arguably top five. She's not really top five when we really look at the holistic layout of the WNBA and the players. She's arguably top five. She's really not a shoe in for real.
You know, I could agree. I could agree to that. You know, you could argue for top 10, but I mean, some of these players. I, I'll give you Sabrina Ionescu. I'll give you Sabrina Ionescu.
Stewie,
I'll give you Stewie. I'll give you Stewie. I'll give you Stewie.
Nafisa Collier.
Nafisa, Asia.
That's what's
That's
that?
five right there. That's five right there.
That's five right there. We could say Alyssa Thomas.
Alyssa Thomas, the fact that you can't shoot is a big
Yeah, but
detriment. I think
okay.
that's going to show up in
So what
the
about
Minnesota
Bonner then?
series.
You think she better than Bonner? Bonner can shoot.
That's tough.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's
That's
what I'm
tough for me.
saying. So
That's tough for me. That's tough.
that's
That's
what I'm
tough.
saying. So she's not an automatic shoe in for top five in the league. So nah. But yeah,
I'll
she's
give it to
flirting with
Caitlin.
10.
I'll
Huh?
give it to Caitlin over there. I'll give it to Caitlin. That defense she put on Caitlin though, it's moved me right now. But I'll give it to Caitlin. I'll give it to Caitlin right now. You
yo,
the sole offensive engine on the team. Now I'm not saying other people not tagging in, but you making the team go right now. They putting the ball in your hand to make decisions. So like that's very different from the Wanabana coming off a play from Alyssa Thomas.
Hold on. I got
yo,
one more. I just got one more for him, and then I'm gonna shut up about this WNBA shit. Is she better than Enrique?
I was gonna bring up Enrique, but Enrique, yo, oh man,
Look at
but she on
Enrique
fucking
numbers, bro.
Dallas though.
Yeah, but look at she's on a shit team though. But look at her numbers.
But Caitlyn on a shit team, and look what she did.
Yeah, but Caitlyn got a little bit. But Caitlyn got a better team than her, even though they're both shit. It's just
That's
that
true. That's
Enrique's team is shittier.
That's true. That's true. Enrique,
yeah.
I love Enrique. So me personally, I got a bias to Enrique, so I'm gonna go into Enrique. I'm going with that rainbow shot, but that's tough for me, boy. Because Caitlyn coming to the scene, like there are good players right here, like Lexi Hall and fucking Kelsey Mitchell and things like that, and Alyssa Thomas. But like this team was in the shitter. They got number one for a reason, and you coming back and you putting them right smack dab in the playoff conversation, like we not talking about it right now, but that last game was kind of close. Like that last game was close. Like Marina Mabry had to hit that fucking crazy far deep ass three to fucking seal the deal. Like so that game that series could be going on right now still. So like that's tough for me right there. So that's tough.
Hold on, yeah. I'm a close out, but to y'all point, I am gonna try to get Wally to talk basketball with Easy and Joey BK. They seem to know a lot about what's going on with the W right now. Shout to them. So yeah, we're gonna be back tomorrow, hopefully with a stream about what happened with the Liberty and the Aces. That's gonna be one for the ages. That's a 5-game series, right?
Yeah, it goes 5 now.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we gonna be back. We gonna see what's up with it. But again, Liberty fans too, man. Liberty fans are the best fans, man. W fans are the best fans. Shout out to the Nets fans. We the best fans. Shout out to everybody on the panel. We gonna be back with more content really soon. Look for me to hit you in the chat, Joey. You as well. Easy. I'll hit you on the Twitter. I'm gonna look for y'all. I'm gonna try to get Wally to do the stream. So we could get, you know what I'm saying, a woman in here talk basketball with us about the W. I think that'd be great. Shout out to Jay, shout out to John, shout out to all y'all. We're gonna be back soon, y'all, with another one. All right,
Great
y'all.
show tonight, guys. Have a great night, everyone.
All right, peace. Thanks.